Testing 1, 2, 3. Nice clear sound check. Let's go get you. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. We about to get into this reading. Y'all see what it is? Y'all see what it is? I guess I can't get in there until afterwards. Okay. So, all right, y'all. We back for another Divine Intuitive Tap-In. It is your Divine Goddess, DEVI. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. You already see what the subject line is. We're back for another update with the circus and see what's going on with everybody versus what they're showing us. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. Okay. That's all set. All right, let's get into it. Now, if you're in the house, you already know what this... Oh, come on now, Spirit. Spirit is in the house. If you're in the house, you already know what this is. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I got to get back. I don't know how we got on there, but we back over here. All right, you know what it is. We about to tap in. All right, what's going on? My life in the house. All right, let's get into this. So we're about to get into this dirty laundry for the circus and see what's going on. It's been a lot. I wrote a couple of notes right here. For one, you all should know Blueface with this dirty laundry. This is the main energy right here. Main energy, okay? Has been very successful in going between Nevaeh, Jaden, Krishan, even Stunner is in the background, and random women. Even women that he used to date from the past, from his history, right? I think one of the throwbacks is Angela. We got Rila, who's been on ice. She's been quiet. She's been holding that baby down. Could you all just do me a favor and please hit that like button for me as you enter into the live stream? We got Rila holding it down on ice, being quiet, okay? There's still no claim on Krishan Jr. Krishan Jesus, okay? No claim, all right? Blueface and Krishan have been spotted holding hands somewhere where they were linked up or whatever. Hello. Okay, y'all. Okay, they were spotted holding hands. Let's see. So the main thing is right now, Blueface is everybody's choice of drug in the circus. Blueface is the drug. It's him that's getting everybody high. All right, so let's get into it. As you can see, there's fighting. There's fighting. There's canceled energy. There's envy vibes. And there's fake profiles. Ooh-wee. Dirty laundry. Fighting. Canceled. Envy vibes. Fake profiles. Hidden agendas. And I'm going to give it one last go. This is everything that's going on in the circus for the dirty laundry. We don't know that there's people, that there's more fighting behind the scenes than we understand. Could even be physical. And secret affairs. Everything right now is happening in the party scene. You see the party scene? Everything is happening in the music realm right now. You know, this is where Blueface is at. Because everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to make bank. Oh, stop playing. Stop playing, Spirit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Heartbreak. Tell me what else, Spirit. Heartbreak. Fantasy world. Everybody living in a fantasy world in the circus. Okay? It's not what it appears to be. And soon there will be a burning of bridges. There has to be, in order for someone, one of them, all of them, to get a big break. They have to burn the bridge in order to level up. But most of them, as we know, refuse to burn the bridge right here. Okay? I can clearly see Blueface has a lot of things that he hides. And as well, he's been fighting with Nevaeh, fighting with Krishan, fighting with Jaden to uncover their dirty laundry, find out what they've been doing as he's been in the party scene making money. He's finding out a lot of things that are breaking his heart, okay? Cancel energy right here. There are explosive text messages, explosive back and forth conversations. We are privileged to some of them with the eye. He allows us to come in to see and hear some of these conversations. So do the rest of them. When they get angry, when they get upset. As we can see, Krishan came on the live stream the other day and was talking about Blueface needs to be locked up again. She ready to tell secrets. She ready to tell where he was. She ready to call his PO. She ready to do this and ready to do that. And then 2 minutes later, we see them walking in the street holding hands. Could you all please hit that like button for me? That's what we see. So they all have been snooping around on each other with fake profiles right here. Hidden agendas is what we have. People linking up behind the scenes. Also, Blueface has men that he has employed behind the scenes with fake profiles to watch all of the women because of this heartbreak. He does not want to live in a fantasy world again, so he has to be Inspector Gadget out this bitch. He has to be an extra sleuth, okay? He has to be, what's his name? The little guy who used to walk around with the, what's his name? I'm going to get his name in a minute. He's going to come back to me. Mr. Magoo. He has to be Mr. Magoo out this bitch. Act blind to the shit, but see everything, okay? That's what he's doing right now. Secret affairs. He's still linking up behind the scenes with somebody. I believe one of them could be Krishan. Quote unquote, Krishan was supposed to have burnt this bridge with Blueface, but she's back in secret affairs with him. You could tell by the way she's acting, okay? She's been acting strange. She's been acting weird to me, like she's either been drinking, like she's back secretly doing some type of substance, because what comes with the toxicity, what comes with the addiction of Blueface is also the addiction to the past, the addiction to the person that she formerly was, right? Nevaeh is doing her best, fighting for her life to hold on in the midst of this right now. She is emotionally detached, okay? Emotionally. Fantasy world. That is the only way most of them can continue to stay in the circus right now, with this heartbreak right next to this fantasy world. This is deep and this is intense, okay? This is also corroded hearts. People who deep down under have a lot of unresolved issues that have to do with their parents and have to do with how they grew up, all right? And for the women, it has a lot to do with how they're treating their bodies, you know, with allowing the men to have access to them sexually, and also terminating or stopping, you know, pregnancies and different things like that. They are dealing with a lot of issues, okay? And also the pressure of the internet. This is what's going on because they're in the party scene. They're in the spotlight with cancel. Right now, Nevaeh is angry. Nevaeh is upset. She's doing her best to hold it back. Right here with this stomach, this looks like a Nevaeh to me. She has to live in a fantasy world in order to get through this. All of them, Jaden, Krishan, Nevaeh, even Stunner's ass, all of them are in survival mode. Every last one of them are in survival mode, hoping and waiting for a big break. They want their attachment to Blueface to be the status symbol, so they could be the one that say they leveled up off of this initiative to be connected to the circus. That's what the big push is. But a lot of them don't know it's shady dealings. It's hard trying to get this blood money. You understand what I'm saying? This comes with a sacrifice. This comes with humiliation. This comes with embarrassment. This comes with ridicule. It comes with abuse. And sometimes it comes with violence. It damn sure comes with a lot of secrets. That is what's going on when all of them seek to be with Blueface. You hear me? Okay? You hear your divine goddess Devi trying to tell you something versus what they're showing you. You know? They're all on the paper chase. They're all trying to get the bag because their ultimate goal is to lock down Blueface, but most of them are only encountering a situationship. Not a partnership, not a relationship. It's some type of toxic codependency more so, if I were to describe it. There are swords through the heart. Okay? This is backstab. This is betrayal. This is hidden secrets, hidden thoughts, hidden emotions. All right? These are things that people did behind the scenes because of their attachment, either to Blueface or the situation that was shady. Sometimes bloody. If you get what I'm saying. Shady dealings. And most of them feel like they can't go because right here, I think there's some type of threat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, and once again, let me put this. This is a hypothetical entertainment celebrity read. Okay? All things are alleged and nothing is real. This is for entertainment purposes only. For those who like to come in and just hear, the back and forth. What's going on. All right? So we nosy like that. And that's what we come in and do. We come in and have an entertaining fantasy world read. Right? So there may be a possible threat here. Okay? So the women are not so sure about walking away just like that. All right? They're not so sure because they're dealing with somebody who could be possibly unhinged. Unhinged. All right? Blueface has a split personality. I keep telling you he's a narcissist, and as well, many of the women are dealing with their own narcissistic either characteristics or they're narcissists themselves. Meaning you have had to deal with a narcissist, so because you're associated, you pick up some of their tendencies, but you are not that. But then there are some of them who are also narcissists, just like Blueface. Why do you think every time Krishan gets upset with canceled right here, when this phone explodes, she gets hot, she goes to the internet, goes to talking, goes to threatening? Because she flips the switch. The switch flips. With a narcissist, there is no middle ground. You're either all good or you're all bad. Okay? You're all good or you're all bad. And that is dependent on how you allow them to treat you and resource-wise use you in their environment for what they need you for. Most of them have troubled past. Most of them are trying to get away from this burnt, this dust, this ruin of what was in their life from before. They're trying to change. Why do you think you hear Nevaeh keep saying, I had my fun. I'm good. I don't need to do anything else. What are you talking about, Nevaeh? You 20 what? Shut up. Shut up, girl. Go sit down somewhere. You ain't even lived half your life yet. Okay? A lot of them have trouble past, and they're watching Blueface in this spotlight right here. They're trying to come close, but this heartbreak is getting all of them. They're trying to get to this. Can you believe it? They're trying to get to this. Every last one of them. But this is a double life for every last one of them. Okay? The fire is hot behind there. Most of them really don't want to do the work. They really don't want to do it, so they hide behind this mask so they don't have to do this work. Who are we talking about? Look who pops up. Look who pops up. Is this Nevaeh? Or is this any of the other women who might be carrying and holding what? A blue baby. Is that shirt not blue? That shirt is blue. That shirt is blue. We just having a conversation here with your divine goddess, Devi. I am a trusted friend. I am a trusted friend. There's no mask here. Just the rare kind of connection where someone can be 100% real. That's what we get into. This dirty laundry and this 100% real reading. I'm putting me over here, right next to the big break. Because, listening to my readings, it can help them clean some things up, if you ask me. Oh, it can help them clean some things up. And they need to. That's what Spirit says. They need to. Oh, yeah, they need to. With this double life and needing to do the work right here and expecting, also doing the work. The candlelight is also like the Ace of Wands. This is Blueface going out there, leading a double life and impregnating, multiple women, more than one woman, you know what I mean? The same woman, I don't know. We don't know what's forthcoming, especially if they're still laying with him. It all still shows and describes how they feel about themselves. How they feel about themselves. They are lying to themselves. Half of them are lying to themselves. You see this? They know what he's doing. They have to lie to themselves. And instead of cleaning the slate like they know they should and loving themselves, they think they falling in love. I tell you, there is no falling in love. You don't just fall in love. Love is intelligent. You don't just slip and fall into love. You don't just blindly, oh my gosh, it was just at first sight, oh my goodness. No, you have attraction. You have emotions. You have feelings, you have desire and passion and all of these characteristics of emotions and different things like that. You're turned on by one another. The flesh is popping. That's what happens when you first meet somebody, and it feels like, quote unquote, what somebody says what should be love. Love is not even a feeling. It's not a feeling. It's so much more than that. But they don't want to do the work to get somebody that they can really come close to. You know, they would rather lie to themselves and sit around like Nevaeh and look like this in the face. You know what I'm saying? And be angry. You know, and I get it. We all have to live and learn. You know what I'm saying? When you find yourself being the third wheel regularly, often, and always. You understand? All of this to chase the clout. All of this to chase the clout, or to appease who? Blueface. Making peace. That's how they stay close to him. You understand? But right here, it's a lot of receipts right here. There are receipts that are about to come out, or Blueface is right there holding, this a male hand. Blueface is holding receipts, okay? And they know it. I think he holds things over their head. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing I don't get. I kept saying to Nevaeh in the last reading, why are you allowing Blueface to fight with you over something he was not there for? This is your past. You didn't know him. You weren't connected to him. Or if you were, you all were just like friends with benefits. Y'all had a hidden agenda and y'all was just, doing what y'all do behind the scenes. But now that he's with you, he's pulling out any and everything and using it against you, and you weren't even with him. Where do they do that at in the court of law? Where do they do that at? You have to talk about the case that is right in front of them. Sometimes they don't even allow evidence from other cases to come in. They just need to focus on what the issue is right then and there. But all of them busy chasing clout. They want to be starers, or they're chasing the star. All right? There could be some messages that could come out. There could be some unsent texts, unsent messages, invite only. All right? Blueface could be sending messages to women right here, or vice versa. They could have sent messages to somebody, and somebody could come out with those messages. Let's see what I wrote right here. I said, Blueface has successfully broken each one of them. They are still thinking they are winning. Most are in survival mode emotionally. They just don't want to love themselves. It's scary. It requires accountability, responsibility, and change. Not allowing themselves to be verbally abused, called bitches and hoes every time they turn around. That's how Blueface talks to Nevaeh. Anytime he get ready to bring up her past and tell her that she's a hoe, and that, he's helping her change her whole ways. It's so disrespectful, and it breaks her spirit. You can see it on her face. And then he comes to give her a hug and a kiss, and you could just totally tell that he is breaking the hell out of her. He's breaking her. Yeah. Oh, things could turn crazy. I see plot twist and court date. Do you see that? You see the blue dress on, right? And what we have here, a family feud, baby. A family feud. I don't know what could go on here in this movie reel right here. But could be some drama. Somebody could put on the crown. I don't know which one of them girls, is going to put on the crown and say, I'm standing above all the rest and I'm going to take your black ass. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm about to start some jump. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to see this baby and everybody know it's yours. You know what I'm saying? Like something crazy. Because, they got Rila in the background, pointing and taunting fun at her. They told her that she's having the black baby. She's having, as Carlissa described, this is not me. This is what Carlissa said about who could potentially be her grandbaby. She said that's her Kunta baby. Now, mind you, Rila, in complexion-wise, is a bit lighter, if you ask me, than Carlissa. And when I seen Rila's mom, her aunties, and her different people, they're absolutely gorgeous. These women are gorgeous in the face. And they're not brown or whatever, Carlissa is trying to say about the complexion. They're actually more on the lighter end, if you ask me. Rila's people and stuff like that. But she called her the baby that's going to have the nappy hair. That's what she said. Carlissa be out here starting shit. You understand what I'm saying with plot twist? Carlissa said Rila's baby is more than likely going to be the one, since that's the one they cast out. And I'm going to agree with her on that. Because a lot of times when the father act up, that baby come out looking just like the daddy. Just like the daddy. When the daddy give you a whole lot of drama, you see this? That be the plot twist that God brings. Whenever the father be denying the child and treating the mama like crap and blase boom, that ain't my baby, get away from me, his old, biatch. Yeah. God makes it happen. Right there. had a baby come out, what we call the splitting image of the man. We call the splitting image back in the day. Like they say that you could have spit that baby out is what they said. The baby comes out looking just like them. The baby comes out looking just like them. Look at the test result. Okay? Look at little Jovan. He is like a little copy of Blueface, except he's a higher vibrational Blueface. Jovan is a little man. Jovan is very disciplined. He's actually very mature for his age. Very, very. Okay? Y'all all sitting there like, what you say, Divine Goddess Davy? Get into it. Y'all get into it. We get into it. We getting into it, y'all. But yeah, there's inner turmoil right here with Blueface and Nevaeh with the suspecting. He wants this thing to come so fast. He wanted to come so fast so he can finally see what the plot twist is. If there is any plot twist right here. Okay, maybe we will ask. Maybe we will ask what is going on. There's situationships. It's a situation, not a relationship. But don't let that fool you into thinking it's drama free. It's not drama free, especially with Krishan and Blueface. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right? They don't want to take the responsibility to change. It is scary for Blueface to let Krishan completely go and vice versa. Even though she's talking all that church and God and Jesus and all this extra stuff, she is acting strange. If you ask me, I see the old Krishan. The church Krishan is calmer. Okay? She's not sweaty. She's not moving around fast. She's not talking fast. She's not smiling every 2-3 minutes in the camera, because God requires discipline and responsibility, and that takes work. It requires self-control, consistency. And you understand what I'm saying? All right? Balance. I told you, as soon as Krishan steps back into Blueface's world, God is going to snatch her spiritual wig right off of her head. You hear me? All right? This requires not allowing themselves to be verbally abused, like I said, physically and sexually mishandled, okay? Humiliated and ridiculed, shamed for their past when this man wasn't even in their past, embarrassed, and tear them down. They don't love themselves enough to not do that, okay? What he does is he tells them straight up and down, biatch, break yourself, ho, break yourself. And they do it. Nevaeh shuts her mouth now. And I agree, she should be quiet right now. There's nothing she can do with that child in her stomach. Arguing don't make it better. She can't run off. She can't do nothing. Blueface gonna go find her, just like he did that night when he went looking for Krishan, Jesus, and Krishan, and found out she was in the wind in the streets. And Marsh had that baby. Didn't he collect the baby? He collected the baby. Come on now. Y'all know what it is. Okay? They allow Blueface to talk any kind of way in front of Superior. That's another thing that I've been peeping. Blueface regularly and often will ask Nevaeh about her whole ways and her whole past and what she been doing and who she slept with and what dick she jumped on right in front of her son. And she just stands there like a deer caught in headlights. To me, she gives that look like, man, I wish I could hurt you, but I can't do nothing. That's what our eyeballs say. Because I seen the look in Krishan's eyes before. When she look at Blueface, the same look, and if you know, that Velvet gave Nature Boy on one of the videos when he said some dumb shit after she had backtracked and defied her father and defied the whole internet and didn't listen to the popo, didn't listen to nobody, went right back her ass over there. And he said some dumb crap on that damn video. She looked at him like she could have just, like she could have just took his whole dome off, took his whole head off. Yeah, that's how she be looking at him. Like, you bastard. How dare you look me in my face? How dare you? Okay? Right? She has become very cold and numb. Let me get some cards as we're talking about this, y'all, because this is what I wrote. This is what I wrote. She's become cold and numb. Where my cards at, y'all? Hold on a second. Let me grab these cards. Where are y'all? Is this y'all? No, that's not y'all. Hold on, y'all. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, we'll use these in the meantime. I can't find my red cards, y'all. I'm going to find them in a second. Give me a second, y'all. We're going to get back into this. Are they down here? No, I see them. I see them. Don't you worry, y'all. I see them. Let me get this red out here. So, it's your Divine Goddess Davy right here coming out on top. I'm about to run it down to you. Let me put me right here on the side, running it down. With the crown still intact, baby. Okay. Let's get it. Now, she has become cold and detached, Nevaeh. Krishan is losing her mind, okay, acting strange. I see the old Krishan. All right. We have been noticing. She has Krishan Jesus out in the water. I don't know if you all caught the clip. All right. She's out in the water dunking him, putting him like under the water. Now that little boy, he has so many issues to go and put his head under the water. Listen. We'll talk about it. We'll get back to Krishan's stream all by herself because she needs the entire attention on that nonsense. All right. She out there putting on Stunner's old hair work. You know, that pink ass wig. I'm happy she snatched it off her head. You ain't need that on your head in the first place. I don't know if Blueface convinced her with the love potion to put that nonsense on her head, but that's how all of them are acting, like they are under some kind of spell, and they are all fighting over here, over Blueface. All of them do not want to go back to their troubled past, and they feel like he's the king. Look, he's the king. Like he's the king and he's the key. 51:15 on the clock, baby. Crying over Blueface. Crying over Blueface. Look, the struggle is real. They don't want to go back to that. None of them. Okay? That's why they're all starting streams. They're all starting to be streamers. Jaden and Krishan done set up their stream, and I'm pretty sure Nevaeh's stream is going to come soon. Right now, she has enough momentum to jump off. If her and Blueface ever separated, to jump off with her own platform. She has enough. She has enough to even do a platform with what's his name, Superior. And let me let you know, Superior is the hidden talent in this whole thing. Superior is a natural talent. Natural. All right. So back to the getting. Okay. Everybody jealous as fuck over each other. All right. Friends, ex-friends, lovers, ex-lover, ex's new partner, family, and co-workers. People that they work with. You know what I'm saying? He works with some of them. He makes music with these women. Okay. He's at business meeting and business deals and parties and out there in the street. You know, it's popping right here. Okay. A lot of them have really, like I said, lost emotional softness. They're cold out here. They're cold out here. And he be leaving them hanging, baby. I miss you. He leaves them hanging. Okay? So, it says, I wrote here, Jaden, let me see. Oh, no, let me finish on Krishan. Okay, Krishan been cooking all of a sudden on camera. Okay? This is all the strange shit she been doing. Her sister used to make all her meals when she was training to be a boxer, right? Her sister used to make all the food. But, no more, you don't see that. She's been on the stream trying to look like the females that come by Blue's house and be in the kitchen cooking. She want to show him that, you know, she still got skills, or she got skills. She also is in the kitchen in a bikini. I know they went swimming that day, but she just kept it on, prancing back and forth in front of the camera, showing all the goodies. Okay, she wants to show that to Blue. You can clearly see the spirit of lust, okay, and she wants his forgiveness. She's got the spirit of lust, jealousy, envy, temptation, low vibrational desire, concealing lies. She has a spirit of lies on her. Devil energy, basically. Toxic energy is on her. She might be drinking again, and she might be using again, in my opinion. Okay? I've seen a few people who are addicts. Okay? And when you're dealing with an addict, for them to tell you that they clean, man, listen, that shit is like hell and high water. You never sure if they're really doing what they're supposed to be doing, and you can always see it in their actions. You can see how they act. When she start talking fast and moving fast and can't stay still and back and forth, and all of a sudden she start to look like she's greasy and she's sweaty, you know. She looked like she ain't had no damn rest in days on end because she's up on the telephone. She up doing this, up doing that, not sleeping. Remember, narcs don't even sleep. They're like vampires. Narcs are vampires. That's why they need constant stimulation. Constant. Okay? Let's see what's out here. Come on, spirit. Back me up. Back me up. Y'all see it, don't you? Come on, hit that like button for me, everybody. It says, they are narcissists. And he says, I am a narcissist and you are my greatest supply. This is Blue. This is how Blue got him. This is how he got him. He sit over there, he talk with him, you know what I mean? He tell him whatever you need to tell him. With the making the money and the heartbreak, he tell him, you know, Let me do this. This is nothing. Just brush it off your shoulder. Who cares what people think? Who cares what the internet think? Let me talk the way I need to talk. Let me do what I need to do. You want me to take care of you. You want me to take care of the children. You want to still have the fame, the limelight, the clout. You still want to be next to me, known, around me. Yeah, so let me do what I do. And he go there, sweet talk, manipulate, victimize, and charm them all. And charm them all while he is sapping what he needs. Leech. While he's sapping what he needs. Draining, gold digger, clean as fuck, it won't let go. This is Blueface's wand. Okay? That's that Taki, baby. You understand? That's that magic stick. He get up in him, baby, and suck everything he needs to suck out of him. I'm telling you he do. He says they leeches, so why not? He need a little power up too. Blueface be coming through. I be feeling and hearing his energy. All right? And at the same time, these women, they starting to feel cursed. They're starting to feel cursed because some of them did some love spells and some love potions, okay? And some magic behind the scenes to get him to come back with I miss you, to get him to see them as, angelic or something to be wanted. And now they're feeling cursed because they can't get rid of it. And he feeling like he been catfish. They all come acting one way and then, he wound up having to teach them a lesson or they teach him one. Because they mirror back something to each other. You understand? There's lessons here. People are not being their real selves. Okay? They're not. As he's going through each one of them, there's anxiety right here. Okay? Let's get some more. I said Nevaeh holding on. Oh, did I get Jaden? Yeah, she been holding on so long, she done became a statue. Yeah, Jaden been holding on. She's been there so long. Jaden has become a statue, baby. She is so numb, it's robotic for her just to play her role and talk shit later. That's what Jada do. She play her role and talk crap later. Alright? Now, before I go get back to Nevaeh, let's hit on Carlissa real quick. Okay? It says now, regret, thinking of what could have been, reflecting and remorse. That's why these women, that's why Krishan, Jaden, Nevaeh, even Stunner's ass, you know what I'm saying? She keep it to herself. I gotta admit, Stunner done learned the Nicki Minaj way. You understand? Keep that shit to yourself. Keep it pretty. Keep it moving. And keep it paid. That's what Stunner is on. Okay? That's what she on. So Carlissa is on some other shit. Okay? She laughing at mostly all of them. That's because Blueface done been showing his ass out here towards her. Okay, and so she says, okay, I don't know if she heard my last reading or not. I said, back up off of him. Back up off of him and let him have his go. You know what I'm saying? Just stay there in the wind, be mommy, do what you do. And I think she might have took a hint, a word from the wise, baby, because act up, she's there. You know what I mean? She done popped the shit out of Pink Face. We'll get to that in a second. Yep, all of them. All of them trying to be a kingdom spouse to a high-level narcissist, baby. Because Blueface is not a dumb narcissist. Neither is he completely out of control. He is a smart, strategic narc. You understand? And that's a dangerous narc. Shaman right here. I told you, Nevaeh's people be coming out, and this is also ancestors, all right, that watch over these women. They are watching over them saying, like, what are y'all doing? What is going on? Because they know what it really is right here. It says, I don't love them. I just act like I do. They don't love me. They're just using me. They all know it's their karma. Okay? They all know it's their karma. This is the divine staff. When this comes up, I look at this as the ass whipping. You see this? The staff is used to put down the snake. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to get some ass whippings, or ass whippings are being handed out right now because of how they want to move. They're being blocked. They're going to be blocked from certain things. I'm serious. You know? Come on now, talk about it. It says, come on, tell it, Divine Goddess Devi, tell it. High Priestess Energy. This fell out here over the catfish. Blueface don't know there are some women putting work on him. They putting work on him. Okay? Let me see. Back to Carlissa. She laughing at them. She done got tired of Journey's fresh mouth and behaviors and Journey's crash outs. Okay? She popped the shit out of Journey. Little Pink Face. Okay? Because Pink Face came over there, was talking her crap, and she hit her grandmother. And Carlissa popped the good, as she should have. I'm not, she didn't hurt her or nothing like that. But she definitely let her know who the damn boss was. Because they don't let Pink Face get out of control. And they ain't seen nothing yet. Pink Face is welling it up in the back of her head. As soon as she get big, I'm guaranteed. If I had a penny for every thought that little girl, I'm telling you, as soon as she get big, she is going to turn it up and give everybody the headache that she wants to give them now, but can't. And all these women right here are feeling like this. It's a headache. It's a headache for Blue, and it's a headache for them. He got the blue shirt on, right? Stress, overwhelmed, can't handle it. Too much going on, cannot handle it all. All right? Now, Jovan is the little man I wrote, very disciplined and very grounded. He is solid. I have not seen Jovan do any crash outs. Oh, and there's revenge in the air. There's revenge in the air. Okay? These women want to come and clunk each other overhead. Everybody who got a blue face, quote unquote, baby, you see all the blue, right? What they have here with the purple on their mind is to bring the smoke. And they really want to clunk each other over the head. You understand? Don't think Krishan done forgot Stunner been out here with Blueface. I don't know if they seen each other since Stunner been laid up and profiling with Blueface, but I don't think that Stunner and Krishan have been in the same environment since. I don't think they have. Okay? Nevaeh is popping shit, like, you know, making little side comments and stuff like that, but that's because Blueface is taking jabs at her. You know, but she needs to take a jab at Blueface. If she starts taking jabs at Krishan, then what she's going to do is create a personal problem with Krishan. But the one thing that is protecting all of the women with Krishan is that I think Krishan's hands are licensed now. If her hands are licensed, she can't just go out there putting hands and feet on nobody. She can't. And everybody's possessive. Everybody is possessive, especially Krishan. You belong to me. I really don't give a fuck about them. All right? Carlissa says this is what they all doing to each other. They all think they own him, and they all stabbing each other in the back, being revengeful to one another. That's what they do. Now, I wrote that Jovan handles all of his emotions well, and he honestly thinks that all the adults are silly and sometimes foolish, and he has more sense than most of them. This is Jovan. He feels they all be kissing ass. He don't say it because he's a little gentleman, but he feel they all ass kissers. They all kiss his daddy's ass. Isn't this Homer? Isn't this the father? He feels every last one of them. You see the lips, right? See the kisses, right? He says Blueface bends over, and he says all he see is the women do it. He says sometimes it gives him a headache. He says, and sometimes, you know, as far as his mom goes, she said she gets trapped up into it, but then sometimes she goes the other way. Here lies all the fucks I have to give. And it gives him a headache. It gives Jovan a headache. And all of this for the toxicity. Everybody is what? Addicted to Blueface. Once again, when you are dealing with addicts, it's hard for addicts depending on the drug. And this is a pretty strong drug, the Blueface drug, baby. Okay, the Blueface brand. It's hard. It's a hard one. It's like that heroin. It becomes physical addiction as well as mental addiction. You know? They will lie. They will stab each other in the back. They will hide things and conceal things and keep things in secret with the secret affairs right here, the secret hookups, the hidden agendas right here, the envious, spying and watching on each other with the fake profiles. Fighting, crashing out right here. This dirty laundry gonna make one of them crash out. One of them gonna get to tears. One of them gonna get to crying over Blueface, baby. Player, user, narcissistic, multiple partners. Opportunists right here on the board, baby. We know what it is with Blueface, but that's what Jovan said. He said they all trying to hold on to his father, but his father said they can all kiss it. Okay? He said he got more sense than most of them. Now, Stunner is on her grind, like I said, on her pretty girl shit, still working and peeping the Blueface messiness. That's what she doing. She just watching, taking notes, because Stunner Girl's also a strategist. Stunner Girl's also a narcissist right here. She be damned if she let anybody bring her back to her troubled past. Okay? This is what Stunner is on. She be like, I be damned, not even a Blueface. She said, I like you, boo, but I don't like you that much. She like her paper more. Incoming communication. They're all, the phones are very significant. The phones hold a lot of information back and forth. The internet, you know, they're streaming, Twitch, and I forget the other one. Y'all know it, y'all. Let me see. What's up, Laura? Hey, Mary in the house. Jameek, what's good? Kiera, what's good? Jing in the house. Neo in the house. Okay, Christina in the house. Okay, Denver. Hey, what's up, Denver? And My Life is in the house. Tracy is in the house. What's up? What's going on, DGC family? Look, everything in those phones, if they could get into those phones, or either Blueface is getting in the phones, or somebody going to get into somebody's phones, it's going to get them a headache what they're going to see. You see what they're going to see? Nymphomaniacs, orgies, threesomes, buying sex, rough sex, anal sex. Listen, somebody going to want to ghost somebody. Somebody's going to want to ghost somebody. And they're going to find out who's really obsessed with who. That's when it comes out. It's in the phone. Incoming communication. Everybody's going back and forth with one another. But right here, if they could get into them phones and unlock them phones, we would see a lot. Yes, Krishan is in the background, ghosting, creeping around with Blueface. Why you think she's so giddy? That's the I just got some dick possibly. This is hypothetical. We don't know that they did that. I don't know that they did that. We just doing entertainment. I'm telling you from the behaviors. Okay, I'm an older woman. And you can ask other older women. There's a certain way that women start acting when that thing start getting hit and touched, especially from the person that they want to be hit and touched by. All right? But there's still drama. All right? And Blueface is on camera holding hands with Krishan at this point. Blueface, I'm going to say this. As much as everybody's saying it's Krishan, I think you just as obsessed. I think you just as obsessed. Because Nevaeh had a point when she sat there and said he told her that she was easy. And she said, really? How am I easy when somebody can threaten you to send you back to jail and the next thing you know, you holding hands with them walking down the street? She had a point with that. He looked at her too like, damn, he said, you getting better at arguing. You get better because that's what happens when you're around a narcissist. A narcissist is going to smarten you up. Okay? Like he said, you got to keep a bitch on her toes. That's what he said. You got to keep these hoes on their toes. So either they leaning forward or they leaning backwards. He said, but never let them get grounded. Because if they get their grounding and they get their footing, they might just start walking. Either walking all over them or walking out the damn door or walking into a different direction. Stop playing. Stop playing. That's where the real blessings are. That's where the real blessings are. He don't want them to get there. He don't want them to get there. All right. Let's see what else I done wrote on this paper. Let's see what I wrote on this paper. Okay. Let's see. Right here. Oh, and when Carlissa, just bringing it back a little bit, when Carlissa popped Pinkface, Blueface was there in the room. He didn't say much to his mama because he know that little Pinkface asked for that pop, baby. She was being out of control. I mean, she was crashing. She was crashing. You know, that's a time when you got to check them. She checked her and the mom took her upstairs and Blueface was in the background. He didn't like it though because he was talking junk on the side. He was saying he don't hit people or he don't hit females, he don't hit women, he don't do this, he don't do that. You know, he was trying to take up for little Pinkface, you know, but his mom definitely had that correct. He had that correct. Separation right here. There is an issue between him and his mom. So whatever she does, he gonna try to find something wrong with it. But he ain't say nothing. He backed up off of that. Because he knew she was doggone wrong. If Javon would have walked up to Blueface and hit him, and Javon's a little boy, you know what I'm saying? He's a boy. If he would have walked up to Blueface like that, raging and hit Blueface would have handled him. So that's why Blueface ain't say nothing. It was female to female handling. All right? Now, back to Nevaeh's ass. Nevaeh holding on for dear life. All right? Let me see. She don't like the Krishan factor. She don't like that Blueface went over there and was hanging out with Krishan, okay? Holding hands, disregarding the popo threats, disregarding any other threats that were made to him at one point in time, you know, just disregarding. And she says, you over there holding hands with her, now you back over here kissing up on me. You could tell she's emotionally detached when she was standing there trying to kiss on Nevaeh. Look. Access denied. She's emotionally closed off to him. Emotional. Okay? And most of them fear, especially Krishan, being denied. They so obsessed, they hate that that they could possibly get denied. They start crying and missing him. And then they get jealous as fuck. And then they get revengeful. You know, and then they start talking about, you know, Blue, I want to be a part of it. Oh, I want to have a Blue baby. You know, I want to do all of this here. Right? No. Okay. I want to be under your control with the little D energy. You know what I'm saying? I want some, look, little wee wee. This is the control right here, and this is the dirty banana. They don't mind. They don't mind. Let me have it. Let me have it. Let me have it. Look at them. Let me have it. Black widow spiders. Look, they don't need to be venomous. Let me have it. Trash energy. All right? They need to stop being venomous. Okay. Let me see. She's emotionally detached. This is Nevaeh. All right. He be hugging and kissing on her, knowing he been credit card swiping. Quashawn, possibly. Angela, possibly. Jaden, possibly. And anybody else he find. Credit card swiping. You know, when a man takes his whole face and goes from the rooter to the tutor, and he goes right through the middle line, baby, and he credit card swipes it. Wait, wait. Yeah. Nose, mouth, everything. Face, head, everything. Remember I told you, go back and look at my old reading with Quashawn and Blueface. Okay, it was a situation, baby. All right. Now, I want to ask Nevaeh, seriously, Nevaeh, I'm not trying to be mean, though. I really need to know this girl. How does his upper lip smell after he come back? Look. How does that upper lip smell after he come back from hanging out? Look, it'd be crazy. Look, she be putting on the show for us, y'all. Look, she wait for him to come back, right? But I want to know how it smell when you come back, that upper lip, girl. Do it smell like Quashawn? Or who it smell like? Stunner? Do you smell perfume? What does, let me see. What does his essence smell like? Okay? What does his essence smell like, girl? What does, girl, do you enjoy that lollipop with Quashawn and Stunner sprinkles and Jaden sprinkles all over it? You know how the ice cream man come and you get your choice of, chocolate sprinkles or rainbow sprinkles. Yeah, it's be sprinkles on it. So when it get back to her, he be like, here you go, here your ice cream cone, babe. Girl, do you enjoy that? I gotta know because, you be out here like it's cool. All right? I mean, he be out here with the next. And he comes right home to your pregnant coochie, as you called it, right? You said that's his pregnant coochie. So he come right home to that pregnant cooch, okay, after credit card swiping, after Quashawn done been stalking him down, all right? And whoever else done been stalking him down, or he been stalking them, he stalks too, all right? Everybody's crazy. Everybody's fearful. One thing he don't want to do is go to jail. He don't want that. Sometimes he suffers in silence. He allows some of these women to do some things that he would put hands and feet on them for. Okay? He allows them to talk reckless sometimes, more than he would have in a past time. He says, wrote a check they ass can't cash. Weird ass karmics. Life of bad luck and misfortune, spiritually bankrupt. Okay? He just suffers in silence sometimes. Because it's all about the money. He says he's got to keep his eyes focused on the money. So he goes out here and he continues to make these love offers to them. But yeah. So Nevaeh, I just want to let you know, if that baby is not blues, you see what's behind it, right? I just want y'all to see. Let me put these out here. Writing checks, their ass can't cash. She didn't want to go into jail, and the suffering in silence. Not only is he suffering in silence, they're suffering in silence. This love offer, this is hectic for everybody. You see what's behind it, right? STD, itching, burning, irks, foul odor, and taking meds. I wonder who that is for. Now, Nevaeh, if the baby's not blues, be prepared for him to crash out on you, hun, okay? Because you're going to inflict what we call a narcissistic energy. It is a fatal wound. He is going to look at you like you've been roaching up on him. Nasty, grimy, filthy. Runs from the light, hard to get rid of, and lives off others like you played a game right here, like you were the real blessing, like you were carrying his child. If that is not his, I don't have a conflict with right now, but just know, I'm telling you, he gonna crash on you. Crash out on you. Okay? So for now, he is letting her wear the crown. He's letting her wear the crown, and he's staying focused on his money. But he got a lot of unhealed drama. A lot of unhealed drama and trauma. Right here. You see that heart? It's beat up while it's counting that money. All kind of bruises and band-aids and stitched up and cotton coming out. And it's a situation right here for Blue. Right here. He said he's going to let her wear the crown. He lets most of them keep their crown, intact. While he sit up here and stay money focused. Even though he want to say so much, sometimes he be fed up with them. He be fed up with them, right? He be wanting to put an end to things, and so do they. So do they. We just talking about this. There your divine goddess, they be coming up, showing up. You know what I'm saying? Showing up. All right? But that's what be going on. Oh, that's what be going on with them. Okay? Clowns, attack. He said they all just money focused. He said they all revengeful. They all catfish. You know? They all come in like they the real thing. He said, but they just be playing. They be playing. It'd be a tower. Now, let's get on with some more cards. Let's get on with some more cards. On the card set. Give me 1 second, y'all. Just grab it. Alright. Alright, let's keep going. Now, alright. So, blue comes home to Nevaeh with all that mess. And that's what's going to happen, girl. If it ain't right. Okay? Now, also, back to Krishan acting weird and shit. She done been buying wigs every other week and whatnot. You know, she bought Krishan Jesus a pink bed. Or either the pink bed was for her and he gets to sleep in it with her. You know. She contradicts. She was in the kitchen. There was a scene recently. Krishan's in the kitchen cooking spaghetti. All of a sudden, she wants to be on the live stream cooking. She wants Blue to see her cooking. She wants to wear the most littlest bikini top things. You know, she wants her body to be seen. Look, Blue, I lost weight. Look, Blue, I'm in shape. Look, Blue, I look good. Take a look at this cooch crotch. You know what I'm saying? Take a look at my booty. You know, desire me. Want me, Blue face. Wants me, daddy. That's Krishan. Begging. Okay? Begging. Thirsty on the live stream. That's what I see, thirst. A very thirsty girl. Falling off the wagon. That's what they say happens when people drink and they go back to drinking. They fell off the wagon. So I see a girl who's falling off the wagon, out of control, going backwards and don't know how to stop herself. She don't know how to stop herself. Krishan was in the kitchen talking to her friend. Everything the friend said was a contradiction. Every single thing that the friend said was, if Krishan do this, the sky looked like it might be blue today. And then the friend says, yeah, I do agree. It probably is going to turn blue. Nah, it's not going to turn blue. It's going to turn red. That's Krishan. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is Krishan. She's going to contradict everything you say. I've seen her do it to Danza. I've seen her do it just talking to random people. You know, she's been doing it so much. She's done it so long that she doesn't even realize she's doing it. When a person agrees with something she says, she'll turn around and backtrack and say the opposite of what she just said. That's a narcissistic move. That's a narcissistic way of thinking. That's what they do to confuse you. And you get thrown off like, oh, well, I thought it was that, you know, like one time she says, she says, yeah, I ate so much. And then the girl says, yeah, we have been eating a lot. She's like, nah, I ain't really been eating a lot though. You know, like she'll just go right back and backtrack. This is the weird ass narcissistic ass thinking that her baby daddy got her brain warped up in. Warped up in. Okay, cards for Krishan. Now I do see this. F the bullshit. Right? She been talking to one of her friends. I do see smoking right there. I do see spell work right there. There could be a friend that's been helping her to get back access to Blueface. Access denied right here. Obsessed with him. She still feels that she has the crown in the situation. And she wants some of that Taki, baby. She wants some of that blue work. With addicted to toxicity. She wants some of it. So that's why we out here seeing what we seeing. I know you effing lying. You know what I'm saying? Walking down the street with Blueface. After all that stuff he done put her through. Still not claiming the child. Still not. Not openly. Okay? All right. Danza was on the screen on the stream because she had said something about him and her. I knew that was going to be rocky. I didn't. That was weird to me. Always those conversations she was having with this man. Why are you not having a conversation with a grown, mature, educated, intelligent, wise woman? Why are you going to a dancer? Why aren't you going to a well-studied woman? Who's been through some things, who knows some things, who can, show you better than she can tell you. But you want to go to a man because she wants validation about Blueface. And most men are going to encourage you to keep messing with other men because it benefits them as a collective on the whole. But not the women. It brings a lot of tension. It brings a lot of tension. And it starts a lot of jealousy. Major jealousy. And like I said, those actions that are speaking louder than the words. Okay? This could be Nevaeh. This could be Jaden. This one right here is Krishan. Stunner really don't care. It's a little bit of tension with Stunner, but not too much, not that much. But there's a whole lot of revenge. You see what I'm saying here? For everybody trying to wear the crown and sit next to Blueface, he says none of them really have the crown. He calls Nevaeh his main, but that's only dependent on if he allows her to do what he do. Someone is crying. She has to let him treat her like shit. She has to let him talk about her past, even to the point where they have WAC 100 questioning Nevaeh. Where did I write that at? Let me get here. Where did I write it? Hold on, let me get. Yeah, Lou even has WAC 100 grilling her like WAC sleeps with Nevaeh. Like WAC is her baby father. That's how he was grilling her. Now I'm thinking it was like an impromptu show interview, the way WAC has his show and he interviews people. I'm thinking he was doing it like a little interview, like impromptu from the house or whatever. She's sitting there like she can handle it. But Nevaeh, just like in the court of law, and they tell you, when you're the criminal and the popo wants you to keep talking, that's what they got you doing. They want you to keep talking, keep talking, keep talking until you literally, do it yourself. Throw your own self off a bridge by your own words about what you're doing and who you was doing it with. What you was doing, who you was doing it with, and when you were doing it, Nevaeh. That's what this is all, the questions from WAC 100 was about. That's what the consistent, repetitious, asking you about your past, asking you about the date, asking you about the months. That is what the repetitious annoyance is about that they're doing that is upsetting you so much, Nevaeh. Okay? That's what WAC was doing. Working with Blueface right here with hidden agendas. Working with Blueface. Do you see that? You see the two mans right there? They right there chilling, talking. That be WAC with Blue, talking about these women and how to keep them in check, how to keep the stable in check. Okay? How to play games with their mind. How to play with their mind, on their mind. Okay? How to checkmate them. How to checkmate them. He said because none of them, he don't think none of them is different. They all are fated to get the same thing from Blue. Okay? What are they getting? Obstacles. They all fated to get the same thing. And you see what he done reduced their little crowns to, right? You see his little crown, right? He done reduced their crown to the same thing. That's what you have to do if you want to be with Blue. You see this crown? He's going to snatch that one off of your head and put this little baby one on there and tell you to be quiet and chill out. This is Nevaeh holding on to Blue. This is Krishan holding on to Blue. This is even Jaden holding on to Blue. They're all too scared to let go. They're all too scared. They're too envious to let go. They're too obsessed right here with stalking and obsession to let go. They're too scared to let go. They're scared. They're scared that somebody else is going to get jackpot. Somebody else is going to make it to what? Home base. All right? You do see Ray J, right? Look at Ray J. Who's trying to make it to home base with Ray J right now? Every one of those young girls that I see with Ray J, I just be looking at them like, Ray J need to cleanse out. You know what I'm saying? His stomach got a whole bunch of dookie in it. If you ask me, that big old pregnant belly. Ray J look like he about 5-6 months pregnant. If you ask me, it's a bunch of dookie in there. It's dookie. It's doo-doo, baby. They like to roll in the mud. That's the tension of it. And then they sit back crying about the missed opportunities and stalking. And stalking. Look. Talk about, that's my baby father. That's my this, that's my that. Child, I come from the hood. Like, I done seen so many baby father stories when people connect. I done seen so many baby mama, baby father stories. The children are protected, though, in this situation. They're protected, but I still don't like how they talk in front of the children. Like they are purposely setting the kids up for trauma. Ain't that dirty? That's a dirty little move. That's a dirty move. And I think this is Rela or Rella. You know, Rela or Rella. I'm not sure how she pronounced her name. But yeah, she's still holding her head. She's still holding that ground, even though, you know, it's a little bothersome. She hides it. She keeps it to herself. She keeps it to herself. All right. But yeah, the children are protected. But I've seen so many stories, you know, the baby mamas and the baby daddies, and it gets hectic, and then you get trapped in the baby mama, baby daddy world trying to make a love connection, trying to quote unquote protect your children. They start making an excuse to put it all on the kids. What's everything about with Krishan? My baby father, you know, Krishan Jesus' father. Oh, all of this, putting it on the kids. What's Nevaeh? Oh, my son's father, you know, whether it's Superior's father or Blueface, but right now Blueface is the star, you know what I'm saying? So the other one ain't really relevant. Actually, Superior has been taken to Blueface. So that's going to be kind of devastating. Kind of devastating when, if there's a separation between Nevaeh and Blueface, because Superior is attached at this point, and Blueface is still out here doing what he do. Doing what he do. Quietly. Quietly. Undercover. And it's still women who are willing to keep the secret and connect with him undercover, including Krishan. Because at one point, she was acting like, you know, Blue, you can kiss my ass. But then she's sitting up there crying. And so now you see her laughing, smiles, all giggles. I'm telling you, I don't know. Look at her. Don't she look like that when she be on the phone now? You know? Everybody making a little bit of paper. Nevaeh making a little money. Jada making a little money. Krishan making her little money. Stun out there. She says she getting her money. So these women are getting some paper. But it's all hinged. They get on that line. Ooh, woo, blue, blue, blue. Look, all the single mommies. Blue. Blue. And everybody watching. We all watching this shit. We all watching this shit. Give me a card for Carlissa. Come on now. Look, come on now. Carlissa coming through. Look, Carlissa, feelings deleted. She says she's just watching all of them crash. Look, she watching every last one of them crash. Carlissa. Give me a card for Carlissa, baby. Look, and I'm seeing this right here. She said, I'm focusing on my own relationship. Okay? She said, they don't want to learn from me. They don't want to learn how to stay close to, you know, or keep theirs. And, you know, how to keep their person close to them right here. All right? Twin flame. She said they're going to be learning a lot of lessons trying to control him. Y'all know I keep telling y'all, Blueface comes from Carlissa. Those are Carlissa's genes you seeing, baby. In action. In action. She said she wished that he would release most of them. She wants him really to get back to a divine state. You know, be closer to God, get back to his gifts and his talents so he can really dive in and make some real paper. Because the paper is not with the women. You're going to lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing the paper. Okay? They're the women. She said, because all of them are sitting out here crying foul play. Every last one of them. And she's afraid that either Jonathan or either the women who are toxic into drinking, substances, you know, still smoking, you know, out here, you know, screwing, you know, all this toxicity, the coping, she hopes that he does not go backwards, especially fucking with Krishan. Especially her. Okay? And I'm going to agree with Carlissa because I keep telling you guys, Krishan and Blueface is a toxic combination. It's toxic. He needs to decline that offer. It is toxic. You see them when they be together? Fling thing. It's just a fling though. She is so obsessed. I'm telling Blue, she is so obsessed with him. You know, she thinks she the baddest one of all, and she be craving him. Okay? And he be telling her that too. He be telling her something, and she be longing to be with him. But she is so obsessed that she could hurt him. She could hurt Blueface right now. Right now. All right. Give me some cards. Let's find out. All right, let me do a quick shuffle. Let's get some cards. You can hurt him right now. All right? I keep saying he didn't learn from when she put that bottle upside his head. That was one of the most dangerous fights they ever had. When she knocked him upside his head for foul play, feeling disrespected, he gave her a narcissistic blow. And that's what she did. That's what she did. Okay? I don't know how he can sit down and lay his head next to her, hold hands to her. If he soup her feelings back up and break them, look, come on, Blueface. Look, there you are. There he is. If he soup her feelings, look, back up, she is going to snap on him. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is Krishan coming through. False person, snap. What did you call it? A split personality. And not only is this her, this is him. This is him, and he's also splitting Nevaeh's personality. I see Nevaeh's face there as well. He's splitting the personality of all the women by treating them the way he's treating them and making them stand there and take it. Do you know how embarrassing, how humiliating, how humbling that is? He's standing there telling him, I'm your twin flame. Yeah, I still got love for you, baby. But, you know, he going to call you what he call you when he get ready to call you that. He going to step on you when he get ready to step out. He going to impregnate who he want to impregnate. All right? He going to go pull out your past. He don't care if it's 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago. Shit, you could have just came out your mama's womb. He probably going to blame you for something over there. You know, why was your mama a hoe? Who your daddy is. You know what I'm saying? He going to blame you for that shit. Listen, I'm just telling the truth for Queen of Swords. All right? Give me a card for Nevaeh. How does Nevaeh really feel? What is she hiding? First of all, social media. She's been watching social media and she cannot stand how social media is talking to her. How they treat her. You know what I'm saying? How they think about her. She don't like it. She has been getting a lot of rest. You know, she's trying to cultivate the child. As she has been still thinking about this family. She feels like maybe once the child gets here, things will balance out. She'll be able to get back to her body. She'll be more desired by Blueface. She'll be able to hang out. She'll be able to drink, be able to smoke, you know, whatever. Hang out, just do her again. And right now, it's a heavy burden, though. It's a heavy burden dealing with him. Okay? She wants a brand new start, but she doesn't know how. See this right here? This is her being blocked because of the child. This is her having to go into the hospital soon, too. She's going to have to put these blinders on. She is in survival mode. This is Nevaeh in survival mode. She would love a new beginning. She would love it. But she's been trying to stay for the money. Y'all see the money right behind it. This is the money. This is the money right here. Hold on. Let me get this right. Let me just put them down. This is the money right here. This is the family. This is the money. This is the 10 of cups. This is the 10 of pentacles. She's trying to stick with it. She's trying to stay focused, but this is tearing her up. This is Nevaeh. Look, tearing up, trying to stay close to blue. This is also Gemini energy. She's trying to be the wifey. She's trying to be the mother. She's trying to be the one with the coin. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to hold it down. But this is tearing Nevaeh's ass from the rooter to the tutor. The rooter to the toots. And she's been praying a lot. She's been also doing a little something in her personal private closet. She's been praying and she's been doing a little something in her personal private closet. Do you understand? It's a duality there. All right. Give me some cards for Krishan's ass. Krishan. That's the one who he really got a problem with. Because not only is he devil energy, she is devil energy too. Krishan will lie in a minute. If Blueface thinks he's safe, it would only be dependent on, okay, let's look at the Ronnie Doe factor, right? Ronnie Doe ain't here no more, right? We all know something happened to Ronnie Doe. Right on the heels of trying to get that paternity test for Krishan Jesus, which nobody still has gone and gotten another paternity test other than the one Zeus produced, right? And I told y'all why that is. Blueface don't care that much because he don't want to end up like Ronnie Doe, or either he knows exactly what happened to Ronnie Doe, and there is some type of agreement here between them two to keep that a private matter. God knows what happened. God knows exactly what happened there. So we talking about Krishan because it's like, give me some cards for Krishan. She's definitely the one out here claiming Yahweh, claiming to be close to the Most High, and all this good stuff, right? Let me get back to it. Hold on, y'all. I almost forgot my thought. Let me see. Krishan is devil energy too. And both of them have split personalities. They are toxic for each other. They're toxic for each other. Okay? That's what I was going to say. With the Ronnie Doe factor. Right. With Ronnie Doe. Either they know something about that. Okay? Or either he's scared of her. You understand? Either he's scared of whatever happened to Ronnie Doe. That it would happen to him. So he keeps it cool with Krishan some kind of way. He knows something about that right there. Because if you had nothing to do with it, right? How are you comfortable laying next to her, not knowing if she did or didn't have something to do with that? You know what I mean? How is he comfortable laying next to her? Being next to her? That is a power play. You know what I mean? Keep your friends close and your enemies even closer kind of power play. We just taking a closer look into this. Let's take a closer look into what Krishan is doing. For one, this is definitely telling me, Krishan, if you think the Most High does not see what you're doing behind the scenes, if you think the Most High does not know, and you trying to play innocent, you trying to act like you ain't do nothing, the Most High knows exactly what's going on. And the Most High is watching you in terms of Krishan Jesus. Watching you in terms of what you are doing with Krishan Jesus. Watching you also in terms of who you're communicating with and why you're communicating with them. And some things need to be put to an end. Do you see that? This is making you regress. This is putting you back into some type of childish energy. This is a regression. This is trying to bring something back. Look, is she blocking everybody? She don't want to hear it. She don't want to talk about it. She don't want to know about it. Come on now, back me up, Spirit. Tell me some more about Krishan. Tell me about Krishan. Look, she mad. She fighting mad. Okay? Krishan is I can see she's losing control of her emotions again. Because people don't want to set her off. They know she's like quick to, like I said, switch up. She'll say one thing real quick, and if you agree with her, she gonna go back the other way. And then if you try to, it's like you don't know which way she going. She all over the damn place mentally. Blueface got her fucked up. Okay? Krishan could absolutely could be using again. That's just my perspective and my opinion. Okay? I have no facts or proof of that. But I'm telling you from the way she's acting, go back and look at how she was acting when she was in the church, close to the church every day. Look at her behavior. All right? Look at how calm, how much calmer she was. How much more focused she was. Now Blueface is back around, possibly dicking her down. She done lost her whole mind. She done forgot her divine guidance. She's been blocking her divine guidance. Look at Spirit. She's been blocking staying on the path and getting on the path. This is how addicts act. This is also how hoarders act. It doesn't even have to be a substance. You have people who hoard, like, objects and different things like that. They hoard a lot of stuff in their house. And if you come in and try to get them to throw it out, it could be something dead. It could be something old and moldy, even old medicine. It's got all kind of, gnats and corroded and rotted, you know what I mean? And they'll sit there and say, that's good medicine. They wildin'. Right now, Krishan don't see nothing but connecting with Blueface. She don't see nothing but how she feel. He done kicked it all back up with some dick. With a conversation. With some passion. Done told her what she wanted to hear. Done told her something nice. Done lied to her. Told her something. He's strategizing. These are his hoes. Even if they reckless. Even if they wayward. When somebody feels like they're your savior, what did Jesus go do? He said, if I had 100 sheep and one went astray, I had 99 and that one went astray, I'm going to go get it. So he trying to act like, she went astray. I got to go get her. She reckless, but I'm going to put her back in check. And that's on truth right there. That is on truth. That's Krishan. That's Krishan. So we got Nevaeh right here in the middle. We got Krishan over here. Okay, Blueface is over here. Give me another card for Blueface. How you feel about that? How you feel? Nevaeh and Krishan. Nevaeh and Krishan. That's how Blueface feels. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Wow. That's like a missed opportunity. That's like spilled milk. You know what I mean? He says he came correct and, these hoes out here, having him question, is it this or that? Am I the father or not? He says they out here hating on each other. He said, but they all got the same issue. He said, they all got the same issue with me. He said, that's what I be trying to communicate to him. That's what I'm trying to communicate to him. You see the pregnant belly? They all want a Blueface baby. They all want to be the empress. This is all 4 queens in one. This is the one that gets to sit next to the emperor. Okay, this is the highest in the kingdom. You're trying to tell them. Trying to tell them. But they're not listening. Karmic connection. They're not listening. Said they need to get some balance when they deal with him. He said if not, he going to balance them out. I keep telling you that. He said he going to get their emotions in order. He said he going to help them decide how to make good life choices. You know what I mean? For the fact I told you that they even standing there with him, that they even in his presence, that they even in his home, vying to be one of his women, it says a whole lot about who they are. because he knows how toxic he is right now. Back me up, spirit. Come on, back me up. He knows how toxic he is. You know, he says he know what they want. He see that they see that coin. They see that he's working on things, and this is not even a full 10 of Pentacles. This is a 7 of Pentacles. He's still working on things, But he says that 7 of Pentacles is good enough to offer them for what they will accept in return. 10 of Swords. They will accept abuse. They will accept put downs. They will accept humiliation. They will accept being toxic in front of their children. They will accept that for a little payout. He can get them to bend, to sell themselves for a little money. All he got to do is think about it and make an offer. The right offer. We just tapping in. He says most of them don't trust themselves. They have their third eye, you know what I mean? Like, if they do see things, he said they're just silent because they're too busy working on trying to get something from him. He says, and he's not going to let them take but so much from him. He said he'll deplete them before they deplete him. That's what he's saying. Intuitive Kevin showing up. He says, that's right, Dr. Vaughn, got to say that's right. Give me a card for Jaden. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. I'm getting spinning the block on Jaden. Spinning the block on her. You know what I mean? Even though he's working with all these other people, all these other women. Still spinning the block on her. Still having conversations with this 8 of Wands. Still making her, romantic type offers, emotional offers. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, Jaden has the first 2. I told you, Jaden is destined to ascend up out of this at some point in time. She is very strong. You know what I mean? She's been in this the longest. She's destined to ascend out of it, but it's still been difficult for her because of the children. I tell you, that's an act of war right there. When the man gets you pregnant with the children, it's nothing that you can do. It's going to fuck your head up. It's going to mess the head up. Come on, back me up, spirit. It's going to mess their head up. They're not going to be able to think clearly. Once he gets to talking to them, right here with this 8 of Wands, he gets to talking to them. Their own thinking goes out the door. And plus, there's scarcity thinking, there's scared thinking, there's fearful thinking right here. They do not want to go back to the rough times. They do not want to go back. And Spirit is watching all this. Because they all think that they went in with a divine partner. They all think this is the way to go to the victory. You see the tears in their eyes? They think that's the only way to get their flowers. They think they're winning. And instead they're just messing themselves up mentally. This is what they're doing. He messing them up mentally. They think they're winning, but I don't know about that. They find themselves questioning themselves. Everybody from Nevaeh to Kashawn to Jacob. And he don't put that work on them. As much as they don't put work on him, he has put work on them. Do you hear what I'm saying right here with this abuse card? 10 of Swords. That's why he keeps talking to them like that and keeps talking to them like that. He is conditioning them. He is breaking their mind. He is breaking it. You see what I'm saying? You see this? 7 of Swords. You see him? These are the thoughts. These are mental thoughts, and then he speaks. This is a Knight of Wands, somebody who's in and out. Temporary. Here for a good time, not necessarily a long time. You know? Action driven. Very quick. Doesn't think. Just kind of, moves quickly. But because the 7 of Swords is here, there is thinking on Blueface. Normally by itself, this is reckless. This can be reckless. 7 of Swords is saying he's thinking. This is sneakiness. He is thinking. You see hidden enemy? You think you're going to rob me? Nope. Nope, I'm going to rob the bank. Sometime the damn cradle. Ooh. Spirit said they need to pray. And that's a secret. What's another secret? All of them walking around like this on the inside. Blueface is the only one that's all right. A little bit. A little bit. This Nevaeh standing next to Blueface. This Krishan standing next to Blueface. This is Jaden standing next to Blueface. And any other person that wants to put themselves in the circus next to Blueface. Sometimes this is even his mom. We just taking a look. I'm just looking. I'm just looking. Y'all protected. We protected in here. I love it. First card. First card for us. We the goddesses, the high priestess over here. We protected. It says most high angels, spirit team, prayer, meditation, cleansing, and return to sender. So we are protected as we go through this reading. All right, we are safe. But Blueface, this is always, Blueface, every time I see this card, I don't have nothing bad to say about Whack. I just keep saying, this is you and Whack 100. And we all know about this story right here. You be careful. I always tell you that. This is right next to the secret card. Please be careful. See these legal issues right here, right underneath. Please be careful. Seven of Swords is not too far behind. Be careful. Especially when you're dealing with these situationships. Okay? Now, Cardi is affiliated. Y'all know. She G affiliated and whatnot. Situations. Let's keep it a secret. Sneaky link and getting nowhere. They're not getting anywhere. Marriage. This is no Obamas. This is no, I want to marry you. I think you are the one. This is none of that. Okay? This is no promise ring. This is no contemplating. It's none of that. This is interrogation. This is investigation. This is stalking. This is spying. This is obsession. All right? This is materialistic thinking going on over here with the Circus. Materialistic thinking. Because everybody wants to be the investment that Blueface makes. They want him to invest in their stock, their children, the family life for them. Shit is complicated right now. It's complicated. Because there's a lot of just, I want to fuck energy. I just want to fuck. That's what it says. Netflix and chill, bend over, get on top, physical benefits. Okay? This shit is complicated. Forcing relationships. There's a lack of passion and bored as fuck. Look at Nevaeh's face when Blueface be kissing on her, be trying to hold her. She is burnt. There's a family issue right now. She is upset. Okay? She can't wait for that baby to get out of her so she can get back to her. All right? Yeah. That's what she want to do. She want to get back to her. Now, I want some cards for Krishan's ass. Hold on, y'all. Let me shuffle this real quick. I want some cards for Krishan. Alright? That's overall. That's Nevaeh in there. That's Jaden in there. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna wind up possibly with 2 kids, possibly. Or more. Alright? Jaden, I don't know if she could see herself with a 3rd. That's a lot. Because if Jada has another baby, he's gonna sit Jaden all the way down. It's over. It's over for her. You know what I mean? But somehow, they all see them being with Blue. Spirit, please give me the most predominant energy. I want to know what is going on with Krishan. Watch out. Watch out. First card out. Cloaked, hidden, cover up, trickster, spirits, two-faced energy. Watch out. Hi, Blue. I'm back. That's what that card is saying. This was upside down. So it says forever. She said, you promised me forever and you didn't give it to me. Long-term relationship, working things out. Wife, main girl. She wants to work this out. Because she's been out here, businesswoman. I'm all over the place. I'm doing my thing. Independence, intelligent, going back to school, research, representing or starting a brand. But there's a lot of gossip surrounding her right now. Her friends and her family members talk about her a lot. A lot. I think she's been out here apologizing to Blue behind the scenes. Okay? Or he's been apologizing to her. Hey, just give me some time. I will be back better than ever. I want this friendship, relationship to work out. What did I say? They want it to work out. Because right now before it was supposed to be forever. But not so much so. And also, that's Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. You already know. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. He's still out there acting up. Rihanna, go check out my reading for you. I told you what he's doing right now. He's siphoning. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. Get back to the old you. Get your body back tight, Rihanna. Get back on your fucking sexy, baby. Bring that sexy back, Rihanna. Because he's getting besides himself. You done sat down to have your little babies be a little mother hen and take care of them. And he done got back out here like the rooster, baby. The head rooster in charge. Okay. Blue, stop playing with Krishan. Stop playing with her. You understand what I'm saying? This girl has a wild personality. Breaking the law, physically or spiritually. Lawyer, probation, patrol. What did I tell you as well? She out here playing in God's face. You know what I mean? She playing in God's face. And she listens. She could be listening. Look at her. Look at her sitting there listening. What does it say? Intimidation. Seductive. Multi-talented. Beautiful character. She's also watching the other girls that Blueface is dating and whatnot. You know, these are other women around her, you know, watching. Okay? And she wants people to gaze upon her like that as well. Every time I see that card, I also see Carlissa. I see Carlissa. Carlissa be talking on the internet and everything. Water signs. We talking about Krishan. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We definitely talk about her. Okay? Now, give me specific cards for Nevaeh. Specific for Nevaeh. Dating stage. This is Nevaeh meeting Blue. Everything used to be real cool. Then his little baby playaway showed up. Charming, not serious, sometimes undecisive, going out on dates, falling in love, communication, quality time, new adventures, spontaneous. You see the blonde hair, right? Okay, that's when Blue met Nevaeh. And now she's feeling a little different. She's trying to hide it. Okay? Not that interested, inconsistent, undecisive, too occupied. He been treating her like this. And she wants him to miss her. She wants him to miss her, right? She wants him to miss her. But he out here with his player ways. Secret love affairs, right here. He's still out here doing his thing. Okay? And he's not going to stop. He said because if they don't love themselves enough to go their own separate way and start a different kind of life and get from out of the circus tent, get from out of the circus, Most High said that's right. If they don't want to go another way, then, you know. But Nevaeh is being protected right now because of the child. She's being protected. You know, she has to be. I don't know what kind of relations they having behind the scenes, baby, but I'm telling you, if he out here smacking and flipping and rubbing down Krishan, trust me, ain't no protection. Protection where? He gonna slide right up in that thing. She is the only one that has his whole face on her face. I tell you, it's nowhere Krishan can go. She feels like a lunatic. Netflix and chill. Every time she see him getting up with people, you know what I'm saying? Like she needs to be a part of this. She really don't care. She feels like it's them forever. You heard the car horn honk. She's out of balance right now. Self-reflection. She's out of balance. Back me up, spirit. And so anxious. She's so anxious. She's been holding her face, holding her head. We've been seeing her crashing out, breaking down on the internet. We've been watching this. Right? Investigating. We all have been watching this go down. Could you all please take a minute and hit that thumbs up button for me? Hit that like button for me. Thank you all so much for being in the house. I appreciate you and I love you all. Okay? Watching your social media, subliminal posts, searching for clues and details, fake accounts. She still is not paying attention to Krishan Jesus. Okay? That young man needs to be in a lot of physical therapy daily. I'm not talking about every once in a while. I'm not talking about therapy you could do for yourself. He needs at home and also by professional specialists, specialized therapy. You understand? It's a lot that needs to be done with him. She's dunking him in pools. She's constantly eating in front of this young man. He puts his hand in his mouth often. And we all know, parents know, when their kids start putting that hand in their mouth, they're hungry. He can smell all that food. I mean, that's a real mental game. That's a real mind game. You know, she out here just chasing on Blueface's ass, on his dick, man. It's wild. Businessman, never at home, grind and hustle and wants to relax. All right? And who would believe anything Krishan says right now? Just for the fact that you're out here, back out here with Blue, you're a liar. You're a liar, girl. Okay? You was out here, you know, acting like, you know, you done with that, you done with the toxicity, you done here, you done there, and you back on the internet, threatening him with the popo, you back, you know, crashing out. You back in the poly lifestyle. And this ain't even poly. This ain't even poly. This is some bullshit. You know, we talking about it that they doing. We just talking about it. Give me a call for Jaden. Where's Jaden at? What's up with Jaden? Jaden? He's still on her. I still want you. You see that? Getting back together, makeup, sex, intimacy, bringing new energy, and childhood what? Sweetheart. That's definitely Jaden. She's got the 2 children right here. She been hanging around the crew. She been there the longest. And here's Krishan that crept up on her relationship. Yeah. She's been emotional. She has emotions about this. You know. I think Jaden is, she might be like a Libra or something like that. You know. She's pretty balanced. She's pretty balanced. Don't think that other dudes ain't been looking at Jaden. Then she have the little dating show. She's been looking at Jaden. And a lot of the circus girls, you know, the randoms, and the main ones, the other main ones, they all intimidated by Jaden. By Jaden. Jealous of your beauty inside and out, studying you, wants to be you, talented, creative, and seductive. Alright, so they watch Jaden, alright? Now, many of them are talented. Many of them are creative, you know, but they're watching each other. There are a lot of dudes making their presence, like they want to make their presence known to Jaden. And this is also, could be Blueface and his crew with all these women out here. You know what I mean? This makes her emotional. So he's out here doing this with his boy crew, out here with these women, and then comes back behind the scenes, getting all emotional with her, trying to tell her that he really likes her. He still want to get her back. And then there's somebody else right here. I really like you. I want to get to know you. Secret admirer, going with the flow. Somebody has eyes on Jaden. Somebody got eyes on Jaden because she said he's playing games, emotionally unavailable, too immature, and he has childish energy. This is what she feels about Blue. We just talking about it, y'all. We just talking about it. She said she's been using her intuition a lot, and she's been staying close to home. Fatal events, possible injury, watch her back. This is Kobe. We know they had a little accident or whatever. So just be mindful, Blue, because you know this water is getting thick for them. Be mindful. Be mindful. We just talking about who's on these phone lines. We will text or talk very soon. It says they love you, but there are some differences that may be difficult to resolve. Take a break from this situation. This be Blue. When he gets tired of each and every one of them, when he rotates them around, you know, when he gets tired of the materialistic, depending on who they are. It could be Krishan, you know. It could be anybody else over here. You know what I mean? He just gets tired of them. All about the money, savings, checkings accounts, gold diggers, soft girl era, expensive gifts, feeling spoiled. The money, the money, the money. You know? Maybe, no, yes. They all confused. They all confused when it comes to this man. Toxic as fuck. Terrible arguments. Pretending to care. Verbally, physically, mentally abusive. A warning. Who is this? Air sign. This is Blueface. He is Aquarius. He is an Aquarius. All of them want to hold the motion though. All of them want to ring. All of them want to be claimed as a main, you know, or as close to the main in the top 3 when they standing next to Blue. This is Blue. He know he got it all under control right now, at least as far as we are right now. Sometimes a asshole, charming qualities don't take too serious, right? They want him to say, will you marry me? We want to go on a vacation, a honeymoon. We want to plan a wedding, a special occasion. Spoil me, baby. Hold me close, Blue. Make me the number 1, Blue. All right? Getting to know you. Let's go out together. Developing chemistry. And Blue be on that phone. He be on that phone. He be busy. He be busy. He be busy. And y'all know who this is. Okay, this is Mama Carlissa right there. Backing him up, baby. Backing up Ike. Backing him up. Just like Tina's mother backed up Ike. Backed him up, baby. There's some ladies getting together in the background. Do you hear what I'm telling you? There's ladies getting together in the background. Okay, let's see what we got here in the chat. Okay. keep his where the Blueface is. That's right. That's right. He's slick, girl. I remember when you said, no, they watch each other rock. There's son of Jaden. Thank you so much, Cookie. I be watching them. Yeah, we be watching from behind the scenes. I just be watching them. And he was an air sign. Yeah, he blew as an air sign. They don't know air is hard to capture. Air is hard to capture. It's hard to lock down an air sign. Because right now he chasing that money, baby. He chasing the money, and guess what? He is strategizing. This is an art of war kind of dude. He's strategizing. And it's so complicated because he comes through like, smiling. He comes through like it's positive energy. But really, it is red flags, repeated cycles, addiction, sex, drugs, party lifestyle, and people need to take accountability. He comes through like it's light. No hidden motives, genuine intentions. Protect your aura. But you see who's right here? Ike, right? Ike is right here. Spirit said that's a warning on that. When you see Blueface come snuggle up to you. Ooh, wait. I still want you. Let's make up. I want to work it out. Let's fix the mistakes. Let's fix the mistakes. And he's patient. This is a patient person. Wait a few weeks. Within a few months. From what I understand, he's been screwing Nevaeh for years. Of course, been screwing Jaden for years. Then Krishan came into the picture, screwing Krishan. Anybody in between. They still all hanging around. They all been licking the same sprinkles for years. For years. Sneaky link. Rebound situationship, making you jealous, sexual addiction. He just, like I told you, a narcissist, he just rotates them. He just rotates them. And they become very unpleasant in the rotation. Very. Bitch or asshole, delusional and bad attitude. Oh, they get delusional. They get delusional. Now, I want to know. Give me this villain deck. I want to know the hidden motive. I want to know hidden motives. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me get a quick card for you. Spirit. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. You know what? Hold on. We're going to talk about the House of Blues. See the house? Hold on. See the airbender? That's Blueface. Hold on. Let me pick some of this up, y'all. So I can lay down on clean cards. Oh, he is strategizing. Let me see this. All about the money. Savings account, spending too much, or not trying to go broke. Mental health. Adult childhood trauma, needs therapy to stay, trying to stay strong. Blueface needs some therapy. Blueface got some issues, baby. That's why he stays so focused on the money. And, he allows the children. The children also balance him out. Okay? The children balance him out. Even Pink Face, as rough as she is, he know why she's that way. He know why she's that way. Okay? But they balance him out. Hold on. Y'all give me a quick second. Gravity's up real quick. We protect it. I'm going to leave those out. Okay? Because these girls they're showing signs of mental illness, to be honest with you. All of them at a young age. For the fact that back in the day, abuse used to happen behind closed doors. But these YNs, these young guys, have stepped it up. Okay? These businessmen, never at home, grind and hustle, wants to relax. Okay? All these guys that's streaming, doing all this stuff, they have stepped it up. They want to do it out in the open. They want everybody to know this is how it goes down. Ain't no secret. Ain't no secret. We be abusing them. We talk to them like dirt, like shit, and they allow it. They break their own selves. Now, I understand that, Divine Collective. I was with a monster narc, baby. I was as good as with a high-level pimp. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your Divine Goddess Davy. I was shocked, baby. Oh, I was shocked. Like you woke up one day. Oh, I was shocked, baby. Look, I said, shit. God said, let me bring you back to this. Let me bring you back to this, darling. Let me get you some justice. But I need you to drop that. Drop that 0 and get with a hero. That would be God. Look, drop that 0 and get with the hero. Okay? I'm going to make you a hero. Heroine. All right? But we are watching this go down on social media. Okay, hold on, y'all. Get these up. shit. Oh, shit. Those fell down. Hold on now. Oh, baby. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's going to get hot. Because you know who's going to pop along with her belly? Nevaeh. Nevaeh's going to pop along with her belly. I can see a look in Nevaeh's eyes. She wants to fight. She wants to fight, but she's a mama of two. You know what I mean? But Blueface, look, so much tension. That's tough for her right now. So much tension, man. She want to pop off so bad on Blueface. Ooh, she want to pop off. She like, you dirty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you dirty MFer. You know what I mean? You running around sticking that into everybody, and then you come back to me. Because you can best believe Blueface is not using no condom. The same way he was screwing her, quote unquote, allegedly, when she was pregnant with Superior. The same way he was screwing Krishan when Krishan had been out over here and over there, and he still ran up in Krishan, was walking around with her pregnant. You think he wasn't running up in Krishan when she was pregnant with Krishan Jesus, regardless of who the damn daddy was? He ran up in that. Rila is running around saying that she's pregnant. So he had to be running in y'all around the same time. Okay, he bring this Taki, he bring this damn hot banana right back to you, Nevaeh, and you get up on it. She hates that. She hates that. She hates it. I'm just saying. That's a risk she's willing to take. You know? People asked her too. She was like, no, I don't got nothing. Blue don't got nothing. I'm not saying they have nothing either. I'm saying let the evidence show that there was an incident back in the day with Blue. That's the evidence show. And the evidence shows that, you know, Krishan sprinkles is still all over that. And we all know Krishan be running around with some, you know. So, we don't care. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. I get it. But don't front for us, baby girl. We know it's heartbreak. Oh, I know it. I know it. All right. Let's go. I'll put that together later. Let's go. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. We're going to get up out of here. Let's talk about this. Because they like it where they are, y'all. Let's talk about these secrets. Let's talk about it. So, Krishan, missing Blue. Krishan. Heart longs for connection. Distance can diminish love. Give me a call from Nevaeh. Struggle. So she needs a lot of help right now. I told you, they're all in survival mode. Nevaeh's in survival mode. You know, when it comes to Blue, everybody's missing Blue. They choose to stay quiet, keeping their thoughts to themselves. Their heart longs for the connection. But hard times don't last. Keep moving forward. It's always the dangling. It's the dangling. Jaden, jealousy. Jealousy. Someone's comparing themselves to you. Don't let it disrupt your peace. She said they all trying to be like her. That's what she said. Carlissa, spiritual teacher. Tell you Carlissa just watching them. Someone's entering your life to guide you. Listen closely. Their wisdom holds the key to your growth. She said none of them are listening. That's why storms all over the place. That's why storms. Blueface got the secret. He keeps his mouth shut, closed about what he be doing. When he ghosts these women, when he leaves them, splits their personalities, you know, calls them to cry, talk to them reckless, embarrass them in front of their children, especially their boy children, okay? The little girl, okay, she's going to grow up. He don't care. Obviously, she, you know, if she goes their way. She doesn't care. Hey, y'all. She doesn't care. Okay? Because if not, if they cared, they wouldn't let Blueface talk to them like that in front of their children. Because I'm telling you, I gave my monster knock. Oh, I gave him a blessing of his life that he will never ever forget. For trying to put that shit on me and my children. You know, once upon a blue moon. Okay? They were sleeping on your divine goddess. But yeah, a lot of them are sleeping right now. They're living in fantasy world, trying to push a boulder uphill when it comes to Blueface. It's like trying to push a boulder uphill. A lot of them have past life karma to clear. Okay? And they're creating more by continuing to stay with him. All right? We have everybody looking at themselves as they're the one that need to have the crown on, especially right here under Jade and jealousy. With royalty, okay? Also, Blueface looks at himself as a king in a past life. He said he must have been. He must have been because to have all these women, you know what I'm saying, to have things rolling the way he has it, that's like the way the kings moved back in the day in Kemet, you know, when they ruled everything. But Carlissa says the motion is causing him to be as karmic as well. It's causing him to be karmic, and it's a bunch of embarrassment surrounding this, following all of them. Storms, black clouds over them. They can't believe it happened, wishing they could take it back. This is also Nevaeh. Do you see Nevaeh's eyes? That's Nevaeh's eyes. She feels embarrassed. Okay? Dark clouds are gathering. Prepare for a challenge ahead, but remember, storms always pass. She's connected. She's embarrassed now. She thought it was this, but she didn't realize it's a duality that comes with it. Yeah, it comes with the royalty, but it comes with the karmic masculine part as well. There's a bunch of magic going on here. Bunch of magic. Right on target. He's right on target with what he is doing. I told you, he is successfully either sleeping with all of them, got all of them under his umbrella, got all of them thinking, pawning, wishing, longing for, expecting in the future some type of connection with him. Okay? He continues to play with them all. He said, that's right. I got him. Playfulness. You see this? Playfulness. And Nevaeh as well tries to keep a smile on her face, you know what I'm saying? Because she has Superior, she has the baby in her stomach, and until she gets some more, till she gets financially stable in a different way, she has to depend on him. Look, smiling devils. Smiling devils. That's what Jada said. She said they all smiling devils. They have a plan, and it's anything but innocent. I told you, Nevaeh also has a plan. Blueface knows that. Everybody's thinking. Everybody's strategizing. Decision making, taking their time, moving in slow. Aliens right here. Nobody knows each other. Nobody really knows each other. Nobody knows how far everybody will go to be in the house of blues. Spirit said that's 100% right. 100% right. Nevaeh been out here putting her 100% full effort into Blueface. Okay. Oh, she been doing it. Spirit says she been a robot. Spirit want to bring that one out. Spirit says she been a robot. All of them have been robots. Cold and detached. What did I tell you? Feeling locked away, replaced by logic and interference. Replaced by logic and indifference and interference. Excuse me. They all need to break this change. Every last one of them. Instead of sitting out here trying to be happy, trying to put on a front, trying to party like it's 1999 and shit, knowing we know how they really feel. We know. It's a lot of sadness. Tears speak the words, the heart cannot. The heart cannot. They are really raging on the inside, but they can't do nothing but keep these emotions to themselves and cry. Especially who? Fucking Krishan. Nevaeh, especially. Jaden be a little upset, not so much though. I told you, she been here so long, she done turned into a statue. But they really need to break this chain. Snake. If they don't stop, later down the line, there could be health issues. Blue definitely gonna turn them karmic. And health issues could just mean, messing with their mental health. Look at Krishan. She looks, Krishan is, absolutely out of her mind right now. She out of her mind. That's all I see. A girl who is unhinged. Like she done broke in her brain. She been crying on the stream, saying it's hard. She went and tried to get the tattoo removed. She ran out of there, boo-hooing, crying tears. She says, oh no, it didn't hurt, but it did hurt. Why is her face burning like that? But don't really burn that much. She not really hurt by the tattoo, but she's more hurt by, what they had together in the history of it, and just a whole damn contradiction. This makes Blue nervous on the low. Nervous and angry. It makes the karmic feminines nervous and angry because everybody is chasing the bag. That's what it's all about in the house of blues. The bag, the bag, the bag, the bag. Everybody want to be Blueface lover. Everybody want to have a Blueface baby. Everybody want to be verbally abused by Blueface. That's the shit to do now. I love how stupid Nevaeh be looking. I love how stupid she looks. I love how stupid Blueface makes Krishan look after he punishes her. I tell you, as a narc, once you hit that narcissistic injury, they're going to punish you. Every time you come back into their circle, into their environment, they're going to punish you for what you did. Give me the hidden energy for Krishan. How does she really feel about Blueface? How does she really feel about Blueface? The devil. This is how Krishan really feels about Blueface. The devil. How does Nevaeh really feel about Blueface? I saw confusion there. I saw confusion. I saw scuttle. Okay. How does Nevaeh really feel about Blueface? How does Nevaeh really feel about Blueface? How does Nevaeh really feel about Blueface? Spirit. She's trying to keep it to herself. King of Cups. She feels that eventually, she says that he has the sweetest side that she really enjoys, but then he has this devil side here. And she feels a lot of it is due to the women that he connects with and his mother. She said without that, King of Cups, she absolutely really likes his personality. This is coming from me, your Divine Goddess Devi, High Priestess, okay? Telling you that, okay? Empress energy right there. She said sometimes he makes her feel real special. You know what I mean? Sometimes. Okay. Tell me, how does Jaden really feel? You got Krishan. You got Jaden. I mean, you got Krishan, Nevaeh. Jaden. Five of Wands. It's crazy, but she feels like sometimes Carlissa talked her into a lot of things that she would have normally avoided while Blueface is in the back spreading his wand around. That mom keeps her, distracted. So that she doesn't, really become as angry. She tries to remind her of how Blueface, loved on her and when they were young and, you've been here for the longest and your family, and she's right here in the midst. Carlissa is right here in the midst of everything. Sun, as we shine a light on everything. This is Carlissa's card, the sun. Blueface can't do no wrong in her eyes. He can't do no wrong in her eyes. None. We're going to do the side person, Rila. Add a Rila in here. Rila. How does Rila feel? Rila. A card for Rila. Rella. Rella. Card for Rella. Card for Rella. How does she feel? She's been so quiet. I see his heart. She feels like the fool. She said she went for it. She went for it. She was curious to find out, and she slipped up. She said she slipped up. She said she wished she hadn't done it. She said she wished she hadn't done it. Ooh wee. Give me another card for Carlissa. Give me another card for Carlissa. Three of Swords. Honestly, she's cried about a lot of this, because it's messy. It's messy. It's messy. And she's had to do a lot of intervening right here. She's had to watch a lot of these girls drop tears and get their hearts broken for being foolish. She's coaxed some of it, especially with Jaden. She has coaxed some of it. And she's coaxing Nevaeh in a small way. She feels like Nevaeh's mother is in the midst right now, There's heavy thinking right now. Heavy thinking. Heavy thinking. All of this is about the money. All of this is about the money. Tell me what's going to happen between... Krishan and Blue. It's like you should get a new deck. Okay, I'll get a new deck. Hold on. Get a new deck. The Moon. You see that? That popped over Krishan and blue, the moon. I'm going to pull it back out, y'all. And that's also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is the water card. This is Krishan being in the water. And this is Krishan Jesus. Okay? She's been quiet, praying, hoping, wishing. You know? Hold on. He been coming. Look at her. That's Blueface. He been coming. Give me a call for what's going to happen between Krishan and this right side of Blueface. They're going to be fighting. I know that. I can clearly see that. They're going to fight. This is a heavy burden for the both of them. This shit is going to end. I'm sorry. It's a heavy burden for the both of them. She's going to wind up going about her business eventually. Eventually. Because she's going to jump right off that cliff again. What's going to happen between Krishan and Blueface? Yep. Right now, she's going back and forth with him, but eventually she's going to have to cut this shit out. Eventually, it's going to get cut out. What's going to happen between Nevaeh and Blue? Nevaeh and Blue. Nevaeh is going to go single eventually. Yep. She has to get some balance. Nevaeh is going to go right here. It was upside down, like kind of sideways, so she doesn't want to fight anymore. Okay, she's eventually going to get her balance and go single and stop fighting for this. She's going to stop fighting for it. Jaden. What's going to happen between Jaden and Blue? Jaden and Blue. She's going to get her coin. Nevaeh's going to get the money. Try to stay balanced, stay quiet. She's been suffering in silence. She ain't been saying much. Okay? Krishan thinks she's slick right now. She thinks she's a strategist. She's been trying to see what's what, how's this going to work out, how's this going to go. She's been being real slick. Okay? Slick. Jaden. Ooh, wee. Damn, Jaden, you got a lot in the back. Okay. Jaden is going to jump off the horse eventually. The communication may slow down between her and Blue. Because she's really kind of... Okay, let me just go on it because Jaden dropped out all these cards. Jaden is really upset about the way Blue has handled her and her children and the way they were supposed to be a family. She really is upset about that, you know? And has brought them into, like, this new way of living where it's all these pregnant women. And she says, you know, I was the empress and now, you know, it's 30,000 empress because he wanted to go out here and spread his wand and now he got to play daddy to all these other kids. That's what she said. Right, Jaden? How was Jaden feeling about Blue? She doesn't always want to talk to him, you know, and she doesn't always want to fuck him either. 3 of Wands. She's thinking about moving forward with somebody new. She talks to other people, Jaden. She thinks about experiencing some new dick. I'm just going to be frankly with you, like, you know, let me move this along. She's also been communicating a lot on the internet, waiting for her ships to come in. It's been less communication with Blue and more communication with, like, her subscribers and people that she's online with. Give me a card for Carlissa. What's going on with Carlissa and Blue's relationship? How is that working? Cold. Cold. He's cold with her. He's curt with her. You know? He's not very emotional. And neither is she. And she's been making little offers, you know. She's been trying to, you know, make little olive branch offers, you know, to appease him. Continue to be a good nana, a good granny, you know, watch the kids and whatnot. Be involved. But we're definitely talking about Blueface. And here we have again the sun. Carlissa got the sun 2 times. Blueface is all on her mind. All on her mind. And these children that he's bringing here. And the families that he's creating. This is, you know, part of her legacy. Part of her legacy. Who he's celebrating with, you know. Who he's starting these new adventures with when it comes to these pregnant women. You know what I mean? What's the next thing that's going to happen in the Circus, Spirit? Tell us. What's the next thing? 5 of Swords. This is competition going back and forth with foolish women who are trying to get their wishes fulfilled. Right here. There's going to be a heartbreak and a argument. Three of Pentacles. This is the third party energy. Third wheels. Everybody going back and forth with the lovers. This is the karmic, toxic. This is the karmic relationship right here with the lovers. All right. There also could be a Gemini that could come into place here when it concerns this Two of Cups, linking up with Blueface. A lot of them are trying to get the Two of Cups, but they're going to get the lovers, which is a lesson, which is the twin flame portion. Small offers, being taught lessons, having them remain strong, closing cycles and starting new cycles, and being vigilant to look out for this Page of Wands energy that Blueface will come with once he lays their asses out, after he gets finished partying and being with other women and leaves their asses in the background to think about it. They're going to start blocking him eventually. As they get older, as they age, as he ages, he's going to get a little bit slower. They don't eat that healthy. They eat McDonald's. They eat this. They eat that. Everything is fast food. You know what I mean? That man going to gain weight. He already breathed hard right now. Okay? Eventually, they're going to start blocking him. You know, when their stomach start getting bigger than they wand. You know what I'm saying? For a man, when that stomach start poking out and they can't see that wand no more. I'm telling you, things start changing. He's going to change. Things are going to change. Fights, arguments, you know what I'm saying? He's going to start stalking them, start talking. They're going to start talking reckless to him. He's going to start talking reckless to them eventually. You understand? There's going to be fights. They don't see this coming. They don't see this coming. All they see right now is being the Empress, being pregnant, being a part of the family, getting a little piece of the pie. If anything happens to Blueface, or they get some of Blueface baby money too. You know? And nobody's really thinking straight. I can tell nobody's thinking straight. Nobody's thinking straight. They just pouring it out. Pouring out all their emotions, all their feelings. The Most High says, I have a lot of love for you, but you want to be treated like this? You want to be treated like this? I had to say no to it. I had to say no, Divine Collective. When I woke up out the loop, hell no. Done poured out all your good divine love on somebody. And now you 35, 45, 55, you know what I'm saying? And they treating you like garbage, talking to you reckless. And you done spent your whole life sitting there, letting the internet watch you, all of us watching you, get mocked up and down the damn internet. Mocked. Spirit said they better think about it before they connect. Look, they better think about it. This is walking away. Before they get to working hard on something in the Blueface camp, in the circus. Before they get to trying to work up these coins and get in the circus. Because the coins going to drop. The coins do drop. But I'm telling you, it's a lot that comes with it. See that? 9 of Swords. It's a lot. That's justice. That's karma. That's heavy burdens. Karma comes with this. Karma comes with it. That's all I'm saying. Look. King Cups. That's the Most High. Coming through like, also this is Blueface, the lover boy. You know what I'm saying? This is him when he is in lover mode. This is what they see. He's just nice. He got the dimple. He got the smile. Until he busts out and say something reckless. And that's the truth. Until he show you that he running shit and you don't. Calling judgment. Letting you know he can make it cold. He can make it cold for Nevaeh. He made it cold for Krishan. Okay? Jaden had to go get her own thing going. You know? When you're dealing with Blueface. When you're dealing with this big old Ace of Wands. That's all. I don't feel no kind of way. Because I'm just watching Krishan crash the fuck out. I'm watching Krishan all the way crash out. I want to know, what's going on with Krishan? Give me some of these cards. Give me some of these cards. Yeah, we just streaming, y'all. Like they be streaming, we be streaming. Okay? Faye needs to get her some new people like Jada. She sure the hell do. After she have the baby and stop acting like a leech, she look completely embarrassing and too vulnerable and weak. Masked up. She's hiding her emotions. You best to believe it. Cookie. You better believe it, Cookie. Hey, boss. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate you. He got him in check. Oh, yeah, money rules. Oh, money rules. This is what happened when you idolize people and money. Y'all got it all right. Cookie and Boss, y'all laying it all out. Okay? Rejection. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be rejected. They don't want to be rejected. So they sit up there, I love you, Blue. I love you. Blue, I love you. Knowing they not happy. Look, he be having his back turned to him. He be having his back turned to him. Give me some cards for Krishan. Look at Krishan. Look at Blue and Krishan. Look at this shit. I love you, I love you. Look at this shit. Spirit says she needs to clear her mind. She needs to clear her mind and heart. She over there feeling abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear, hiding, concealing behind the scenes. You know, out here professing her love for Blueface on no contact. You see that? Professing it, baby. Look, she ain't learned her karmic lesson yet, but she about to. Oh, she about to. Block, separation, disagreement, silent treatment. I love you, Blue. I miss you too. It's rock. It's rock. I'm ready. Come through. Come through the who? A hoe. Running away. Red flag. Sneaky bitch. Hidden agenda. Cheater. Keeps it on the down low. Secretive. Krishan, baby. Oh, Krishan. Dealing with the Joker. Feeling like a Joker. Krishan feel like a fucking clown right now. Lives in hypocrisy and enjoys it. She haunted by Blueface. She is haunted. No matter how much, how much they do that laser, it's never gonna fully come off. It's always gonna be a remnant of it still there. Memories, flashback, trauma of the ending with her and Blue. Trauma. All right. Give me some cards for Nevaeh. That's Krishan. She lives in hypocrisy, and so does Blue. She don't want to feel rejected. Nevaeh. Obsession, physical attraction, and sex appeal. Nevaeh was supposed to be the good time girl. She's supposed to be the snack baby if she wanted to become the main course. She did. And Blueface been moonwalking all the hell over her ever since. Been moonwalking all over her. Moonwalking. Wants to be you, acts like, dresses like, looks like, copies you. This is also my Billie Jean card. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who says that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. No. Yeah, Blue, you need to get your mic gear on. Get your mic gear on. Nevaeh. Hater. Nevaeh pissed the F off. This be Nevaeh's face. She be trying to hold it in. She trying to hold it back. Brick wall. Defense mechanism. Guarded. Hard to reach. That's Nevaeh. Nevaeh. Kissing ass. Nevaeh. Dumpster diving in the trash. Nevaeh. The cleanse. Nevaeh, you need to cleanse, baby. The cleanse. Trash. The relationship is done. Time to move on. Chuck it in the fuck it bucket. Trashy behaviors or thinking, it's not of further use. It's not of further use. With the narc. She thought she was going to mirror some shit back. Already been there, done that. Nevaeh, you ain't going to mirror shit back to the narc. The narc going to show you what a narc really is, baby. Soon as that Netflix and chill is done. Soon as it's done. Going to put your ass right under pressure. Anxiety, decision, time is running out. Nevaeh, are you prepared to have somebody control you for the rest of your life, darling? Because that's what you're signing up for. She thinks it's just the money. Oh, no. She thinks it's just a side hustle. Oh, no. You got yourself a stalker, baby, for life. You see this? Secretive. How you think Krishan and Blueface is still rocking? Because they're behind the scenes doing this to one another. Creeping around. Sneaky, dishonest, mysterious. Hiding information. Hiding information. Jaden said she giving it time. He on the clock. Delayed procrastination. Too busy. Thief. She said it's supposed to be them two. It's supposed to be them two being Bonnie and Clyde. Once again, Jaden said he's on the clock. Oh, Jaden, what you got going on? Jaden said what he got going on. She said he on the clock because what he got going on with lust, greed, barebacked, inconsiderate. And she's sick and tired. Oh, Jaden. She said, I'm over it. Moving on. Decision made. Repetitive cycle. Burial. She ready to get rid of this shit. She ready to get rid of this shit. She said he got too many buried bones. That's dog activity. Dog activity. She said she ready for something healthy. She's ready to make healthier choices. Self-love, self-care, being happier, love, and life. Instead of being being one of the keys on the ring. She says she wants to be the key on the ring, not a key amongst many others. Many options, unconventional one-night stand, string along. And she says all of his apologies be real fake. She said the apologies be fake, just to put her back in a hopeful type of, mental space. Just to come over and, bring some passion to her, bringing that wine, they screw and you back my boo. Insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equally interested, burning desire. Burning desire. She said he comes to her a lot. She said he watches her a lot. And I believe it. Blueface is equally as obsessive with these women. It's not just the women. He's equally as obsessive. Because if all the women, come on, Spirit, back me up. If all the women disappeared, so would the audience. Blueface is not, that entertaining all by itself. Eventually, he has to bring in the women. He has to bring in the crowd, the party. Egotistical, opportunistic, and fragile. And most of the people in the party be a lot of women. And the men that are pulling up because the women are pulling up. They know a bunch of chicks is in there to be around Blueface and be cute around Blueface, And he just said it. He said he got the song wetter, but he says he don't want it wetter. He want it better. He said he want his bitch better. He says the same shit, different day. He said he want his bitch better. With the lust. With healthy choice. Says same shit, different day, so it's just lust. Yeah. Open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. I don't know how he wants this stuff. Because he's just going to tear that kind of heart up. He's going to tear that kind of heart up. You see what I'm saying? He want it hot and heavy. And he want them to have an open heart. To dive right into him. But I told you that is the agenda. You have to open up your heart. You have to be open to being conditioned. You have to be open to being trained. A bitch is a female dog. You have to be open to being trained. You have to be open to being broken. Break yourself, bitch. That's what Blueface tell him. Turmoil, triggers, lessons, addictions, and awakening. That's where they at with it. Who did I miss? Stunner. I ain't bothered Stunner too much because she been off to the side. She said he got to pay like he weigh. This is Stunner, mistress. He got to pay like he weigh, she said. Viewed as the enemy in a third-party relationship. Why Nevaeh over here knocked up? Why Nevaeh knocked up? Pregnancy, expecting, mothering. She said he doesn't have the coin. She said he doesn't have the coin and he's not going to waste her time like that. She said, so, she just comes and goes when she feels like it. But basically, it's nothing that she's there for, for the long run. For the long run. I hear you, Stunner. Carlos, you got anything going on in here we should know about? Family standards. Feeling not good enough. Okay? This could be her thinking that this is how Blueface feels. That's why he's running around like this reckless. Or this could be Carlos's man. Could be some bank issues. I don't know. He could have been missing in action lately. I don't know. He could have been missing in action lately. Carlissa better watch her man. I see blowing kiss. Carlissa be like, what? That's a blast from the past. Like, what? Oh, what? What alien? Like, what? Yeah, girl. I see blowing kisses right here. I see blowing kisses. Somebody been escaping. Sometimes they got to get away from her. Avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Sometimes secluded. Now, this could be Blueface, or this could be Carlissa's husband. Mr. Sappho, I think it is. I think it's Mr. Sappho. Separation, reflection, soul searching. He gets away from her sometimes, and so does Blue. They get away to think. They got to get away to think. Because Carlissa talk your ass till you want to, till you want to strangle her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Carlissa will talk your ass. And right now, it's a lot of jealousy. Not just with the girls, but Carlissa got a little bit of, like, the There could be somebody on the side that Carlissa got to put her foot down on. I don't know. Jealousy, feeling, I heard the car horn, huh? Wanting what someone else has. Being angry at someone because they are better off than you. Not wishing well, wondering okay, Carlissa, watch out. I don't know what Mrs. Sappho out here doing, baby, but watch out. Need you. Need you. Mrs. Sappho need you, but there's something going on here. I don't know. Two-Face. Carlissa, we will get back to that. But she has been keeping an eye on things, and so has he. Researching you, studying, getting info on you. They be fighting too. Okay? Carlissa has to take a back seat. When that man get turned up, his mouth is reckless too. We only hear him say a couple of things, but from the little bit of conversations I heard them have together, his mouth is reckless. Okay? Limit, final straw, overwhelm. He will tell Carlissa to shut the F up in a minute. He'll tell in a minute. You know, she'll talk back a little bit, but she ain't gonna say too much. Okay, who did I miss? Jaden? Did I get Jaden? Come on now. Unfazed. Good Jaden. I tell you, statue, baby. Forces things on you. Forces their way in. Uses force to get what they want. This is Blueface coming in and out of her life. She be trying to chill and mind her effing business, but Blueface come in and out of her life. Look. And then they bump heads. About women he lusting for her, like lusting. You know, it's just lust. He just want to come back in, you know. He want everything. Egotistical. It's his world. No strings. She be trying to break it off sometimes. But the kids. Damn. Girls. Rila, you got anything to say, girl? Rila said that was a mistake. Oh, Rilla. I'm not trying to pronounce it, Bookie. Oh, Rila said it was a mistake. Misunderstood. Victim, lost soul. Love spell. She said she was under a spell, baby. She was under a spell. Yeah. Jealousy. Knocked up. She don't know how. She said she don't know how she got herself into this shit. There, Rila. Oh, Rila. Yeah, she said, you know, she was dirty dancing. She said she was dirty dancing. She said he was fake flexing. And then he tried to cover her up. She said he tried to cover her and everything up that they did. Two-Face. Now he acting two-faced towards her. Playing with your emotions is insincere, not who you think. Oh, we, y'all. Blueface standing there like Divine Goddess Davy. Like, what? I'm saying I'm not the one talking down to them. You are. See, that talks down to you. You're the one talking down to them. Blueface, I didn't. Your Divine Goddess Davy didn't do it. It's not me, it's you. Look at you. Pride. Alright. Stepping on heads. Arrogance, ego, stubborn. You. Ramming through them like a rhinoceros, baby. This is you. On your way to what? Success, wealth, you know? That's you. You said you're not going back. I get it. You're not going back. I get that. But you the one, like, you know, throwing eggs on them and then putting an egg on your own face. You put the eggs on them. You throw eggs at all these women. You put the egg on their face and then, you know, you have egg on your face because they have egg on theirs. Everybody's a mess. Everybody's a mess, Blue. Like, you know, got caught feeling foolish. Everything backfired. Options, always busy, wandering eye, kept you waiting. He's reflecting. He be reflecting. He be thinking about all the shit that he done, all the things that he stirs up. You know, he has to keep them all in a loop, and he's successfully done that. He got every last one of them. Even Krishan, convenient friend. Even Krishan, not a true friend. Fighting for him. Fighting for what you want. Fighting for what you love. Claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. Love is a battlefield. He comes in as an uninvited guest into their life. He just shows up whenever he wants to. Right here. whenever he wants to. And leaves whenever he wants to. That's how it goes. Surprise, accident, big change, moment of decisions. All right? And be careful too, Blue. Somebody might come by your house unexpectedly. I don't know if these girls going to get into a fight after Nevaeh dropped this baby. I'm not sure. Because it look like a fight here. This is somebody with the gloves. This could be Krishan. I don't know who this is. She better keep her hands off of people, especially if she's licensed. If she's licensed. That's my divine guidance to her and the crew. Okay? If Krishan is licensed. But, you know, she says she's thirsty right now. Somebody thirsty as hell. Somebody's thirsty. They're going to come to Blue because they thirsty. Okay? Survival. Stamina. Travel. Journey. Could be Krishan here with these praying hands. I don't know. She's trying to fight for what she loves. She's trying to fight, but it's an old school tape. I just see the old school. I see the old Krishan. I see the old Krishan crashing out. I just see it. Like you gotta understand. Like when you're dealing with the narc, you are a crackhead. How much more can I? You are a crackhead when you're dealing with the narc, baby, and that narc will have you on that crack for years. It will have you out there looking down, looking on the floor, looking for little white things, looking up in the damn sky, thinking the snow is the damn crack, baby. Will have you bugging. Look, I'm exposing that. That's an addict move when you deal with the narc. You don't know how to get off of that. They wrap you up. The worst thing Krishan could do is walk back into that. Because just like in the good book, Krishan, it says when you clean your house and you get rid of all the demons, and then you invite one back in, that one is going to bring 7 more with them. It's going to be 3 times more worse. Look, 3 times more worse. Massive regret. Krishan and Blueface both holding their head. Why didn't they listen? Especially Blueface. I'm telling you, stop playing Blueface. Okay, this is a black card. She has it's insatiable. It's insatiable with you. All right? You gonna make that girl snap. She sat in that airport and said if she could take a car and turn it around and ram it through your house, she would. That's what she said. She hit you over the head with a Henny bottle. You had the headache of yesteryear. How could you forget that? She put your address out online. Family demands. Okay? Career relationship choices. She trying to take charge. Somebody trying to take charge. She said, one day I'm going to get your ass. One day you gonna come over here with me and Junior. Me and Krishan Jesus. One day you going to claim my baby for real. But she knows she shattered him with that baby shit. Krishan shattered him with that baby shit. She shattered him. She told stories. She told lies. She told lies. She did. You know? And now she stalks. She stalks. Krishan is spiritually fucked up right now. Do you hear what I'm telling you? It's written all over her. Except in that call. Except in being with Blue. Bad news. Bad news. Look, spiritual thief came right through. Made that call to her, came right through. Anything else we need to know about the circus? And I'm going to close it out, Spirit. We just wanted to get a quick tap in, just to let you know they all still doing what they doing. You know? Need you. Blue, we need you. We need you. We need you. We need more lessons, Blue. We need more lessons. We need more Blue crack. Okay? We need more Blue Heron. They on it hard. They need a program. All right? Just like in DV. When you're in DV, I'm telling you something. They get you away from the person. And you cannot go back. Okay? They put distance. See this? They put distance between you and that person for a reason. If you go back, it's as good as relapsing. Relapsing. Look, they go back. Cuffing season. Single and ready to mingle. Ready for a relationship. On the hunt. And this energy is today. Today, when we talk about the circus and all of them. When we talk about these connections. Connections. And what they really need to do. And what Blue is going to do eventually. Love is an emotional escape for you. Be sure you're getting involved for the right reasons. Love is not an emotion. It's not a feeling. It's not a feeling. They would do better being peaceful if they create some distance between them and the circus. Them and the circus. Because as much as Blueface is reckless with his mouth, Blueface is just being honest. And actually, it's working for him. It is working for him. Not holding back, you know what I'm saying? Like just telling them straight up to their face, you know, whatever he got to say, or just doing whatever the fuck he want to do. He said it takes two. He said, I do what I want to do and embarrass you, and then you turn around and stay. You want me to answer for it. He said he's not going to answer for shit. Someone is not committed, incompatible, and conflicted. No more drama, calm, mind, and soul alignment. You could tell when Nevaeh came back, she was sorry that she came back so soon. You could tell in her mind, like, it was so peaceful over there. It was so peaceful. She don't know how to get herself out of this shit. Legal proceeding. She don't know how. Look at her standing there. Hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. And Blue is on quiet, controlling this shit. Controlling it. Watch your friends, girls. You don't have any real friends. Krishan ain't nobody's friend. Krishan is nobody's friend. Okay? If you don't agree with Krishan, if you don't go along with everything that come out of her reckless mouth right now and her reckless brain, she is going to set it on you. Krishan is very hopeless in her mind. She only sees blue. She only sees blue. Look, I miss you. I miss you. Look at her. Sneaking around on the phone, sneaking around behind the pastor's back, sneaking around. Coach Calvin sneaking around with blue. Sneaking around. It's ratchet. It's ratchet. Selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride, and ego. And look at Blue. Right back over there with her. Umbrella. Get under my umbrella, Krishan. Rock, rock. All of them want to be under Blue's umbrella, LA. Don't be puzzled, girls. Don't be puzzled. You all want to live in that dream world, so you get what you get. You want to be Blue's teddy bear. He keeping silent, baby. Blue is strategizing. He is strategizing. He said, and so are they. Look at him. He said he got devil and they got devilish. And so are they. Girls. Green-eyed monster here. Green-eyed monster. Social network. Information and ways. Green with envy. Green, green, green. Smiling. Normally this card is a good card. But because it's surrounded by so much negativity, no, no, no. No, no, no. What's the secret? They all drowning. SOS from every last one of them. This toxic fumes, this is toxicity, baby, at its highest degree. Distress, act with urgency, assistance needed. Needed. All because they want to connect with Blue. All because they want to connect with him. It's making them all childish. This is how they all look. He look at all of them as children. He look at all of them as children. Children who want to spend his credit card and creating debt for themselves that they don't even see. They creating it. They tired of the drama because he's running the race. He's running the race. You see this played out? He running that race. He don't care. They're tired of it, but he don't care. Look, he's going to keep it coming. And it's going to keep coming. Pregnancy. Arguing. Right on the heels of keeping promises. See how the card kind of threw the card a little bit? Like, that's how they feel. Like, it's like a don't give a fuck kind of feeling. It's like a don't care feeling no more. That's how he splits them. That's how he know he broke them. When they don't argue back no more. And he say what he want to say and they just let it roll off. And they just sit there and take it. That's how he know he getting down to it. He getting down to breaking them. Enjoying the gossip, watching shit go down. That's how he do it, y'all. But we'll be back for another tap in. That was just a little bit, you know, just watching the antics, you know what I'm saying? What's heartbreaking for me is that they do this shit in front of the kids. They could be toxic all they want. We don't care. But they do this dumbness in front of the children. Superior, Journey, Jovan, and any new children coming into the scene. They do it right in front of them. They don't care. Nobody else's children are being traumatized. but their own, and they're doing it to their own children. Nobody else is cursing around those children. Nobody else is asking weird, strange questions, sexual questions, talking about dick, pussy, hoes, bitches, fucking, in front of children. No, it's them that's talking about it in front of the children. It's not us, it's them. So when the kids come out messed up, they got to pat themselves on the back, because nobody was in the mix of that. It was all they're doing. It was all on them. You know, and the kids are doing their best to ignore it. Superior, he loves his mother, and he stays around her, especially when Blueface start talking reckless. Superior kind of stays around kind of close. He don't really like it, but he don't really know what to do about it. He don't know what to do. I think Superior is so smart that he kind of starts distracting Blueface so he will stop getting on his mama. Honestly, Superior is very smart. I think Blueface should take a more of an interest into starting a show just for the kids, just for the Journey and Javon and Superior and whoever else, you know, is in the kid category. They should have a little show just for the children. Superior is a natural talent. I don't know what he's going to be good at, but he is a natural talent, and he's such a cool little guy. He's very, very cute. I think it's so fucked up, Nevaeh. You know what I'm saying? What did he do for you to talk like that in front of him? Just because you picked a dude that's pimping and you want to be one of the hoes. You know? What did he do? And Blueface is just as disrespectful. He don't care, because you know why? He wants to condition the children as well, so they will not say anything. They won't say anything. They know what's going on. Not happy, I love you. They know what's going on. You know? Sick and tired. They know what's going on behind the scenes when their mama get finished hanging out with Blueface. You know, it's reckless. It's so reckless. The lust of it all. Forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. When Carlissa popped pink face for hitting her, I think that was the best move right there. Because you could see all over Carlissa's face that either her and, Blueface, Jonathan as she called him, were going through something in that moment. Okay, and little pink face just wrong place, wrong time, pink face to try it. You know what I mean? But she's getting tired of it. Because that little girl, when she get big, that's the type that'll fight you. That's the type that'll fight you to go outside to be with her man. You was with your man. You was with daddy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't stop messing around with daddy no matter how many hoes he called you, no matter how many women he cheated on you with, or whatever the case. You know what I mean? They're not even trying to do it in a healthy way. Blueface, you need to get all your BMs together. Okay? Get them all together. And that'll be a hell of a show. Get Jaden. Get Nevaeh. Get Krishan's ass, baby. Get them all. Get Rila. Have a sit down. Have a round table with them. That will be crazy, Blueface. Crazy. Since they all want to be a part of it, to me, that'll be a nice show. Get them all together so they can talk about it openly. You know? Because Krishan hasn't said anything about Stunner. That's what I'm waiting for. The day that Krishan sees Stunner. You see that, right? The day Krishan sees Stunner. Baby. Look, strength. They're going to have to be strong. It's going to be an emotional moment. Emotional. All right, y'all. I'm going to get me something to eat. I'm going to let them marinate on that for a minute, you know. We can't say nothing, y'all, because these ladies, they want to be in it. They do not love themselves yet. They do not understand its abuse. When they look back, about 20 to 30 years from now, when they look back and see how they allowed this man to abuse them, and it's forever, ever, ever out there as such, you know. It's different when somebody catch something on video camera and it was popping off and, you didn't know nobody was recording. But no, they're actively allowing the recording of the abuse. You know what I mean? And it's cool. And they're going to look back later on in the years after you toss them to the side, when they turn up, because they are going to turn up eventually. They are going to get upset eventually about what's going on. They're very emotional right now. He's going to turn up on their asses. But later on, they're going to see how all of that was not a good look for them. You know what I mean? Especially if they try to get with a new man. He just going to, flip back the archive. Y'all hoes. Y'all in the stable. If Blue ain't pimping, then they going to pass him off to the next one. You're going to let them choose up to the next one. But they're never really going to give them the respect that they're supposed to have. Hold on. This is going to be my last pull, y'all. See, benched and jealousy. I'm telling you, things will change. Things are going to change eventually. Things are going to change. You see this? You see this? There's a situation out here. It is a situation. Abusive, jealousy, benched. They're all vulnerable right now. Okay? That's what happens. You're going to be abused. There's so much jealousy. Okay? Because there's insecurities. There's envy. All right? And bench. I'll give you just enough attention to keep you around as a backup option. I know you don't deserve to be treated like this, but I'm acting out of pattern abuse that's really deeply rooted in me. That is Blueface. That is what you're going to get when you come around. Obsessed. Wanting to be a family with this kind of player. And this is the message when it concerns these soulmates in the circus. Spirit says, stop. Slow down. Unstable. Stop. Slow down. But their love struck. And they love the situationship of it all. And every last one of them need to get some balance. Every last one. Spirit said, with that, go. Yeah, go. Every last one of them interested in Blueface need to put on boundaries, because there's a lot of drama. Interested. Boundaries. Secrets, broken hearts. Cheating, broken hearts. And a bunch of super likes. And a bunch of immaturity. And a bunch of emotional unavailability. When we deal with, once again, that family issue. They want that. It's too many arguments. It's too much experimenting going on. Too much. Too many people wearing masks. Too many people saying things behind the scene. Too many pent up emotions. All right? Look. Too many emotions. You see that passion? Too many. Too many. Says I'm ready to find my life partner and settle down. It's too many emotions. People ready to move in. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to connect. How? It's no spark. How? All right, y'all. That's my message to them. They got to slow down. That's what's on the board, baby. Abusive, jealousy, bench. That's how you're going to keep doing them. Player right here. Says I'm more interested in the thrill of the chase than in forming meaningful relationships. You are moving way too fast for me and it's scaring me. I'll be honest. I'm kind of a mess. That's what he got for them. That's what he got for them. Soulmate. It feels like we've been together for lifetimes. Our conversation is on another level. That's how it all starts out. All right, collective. That is the reading. I love you all. Thank you so much for tapping in with your divine goddess, Davy. Oh, it's definitely codependence. Bossy floss, it's definitely codependence. This ain't love. I tell you that all the time. Once I learned, what I needed to learn, this is not love. It's far from it. It's toxicity. It's codependency. It's abandonment issues. Codependency issues. It's just issues. Unrealistic expectation. Embarrassment, humiliation rituals. I don't know. Like, they seem to think that there's some type of love there because Blueface gave him a kiss. Or he gave him a hug. Or he dicked him down. Or he gave him some money. Or he took care of one of his children. Something he needed to do. Fed him. Clothed him. Showed up at a birthday party. These are things that fathers do. You know what I'm saying? But they seem to think that it's love. Love is not a feeling. I can see it all over Nevaeh's face. She can't hide that shit no more. What happens when you're dealing with that narcissist, the worse they treat you, the more they continue to abuse you verbally and emotionally and mentally and, even physically. Coming back to her after just being with Krishan. Was all up over there on Krishan. Kissing all up in that mouth, baby. Credit card swiping all up and down that booty. Yeah. That's why I said, how does Krishan Sprinkles and Jaden Sprinkles taste, Nevaeh, when he bring that hot taki back to you, boo? When he bring that ice cream cone back? How does it taste, girl? How does it smell? I want to know how that upper lip smell after just being with Krishan. I want to know, child. It'd be interesting. Had Whack 100 over there pressing you, boo. Why you got your cootie cat all over the internet, Nevaeh? Why are you allowing Blueface to allow any man to question you about your cat. Neither one of them was there when you was with whoever you was with back in the day. Whenever these things went on, a couple months back, a year or two back, whenever you did this, right? But you got Blueface letting another man press you about your cootie cat, about your pussy game, Nevaeh. How you got another man that ain't even sleeping with you, ain't even connected to you, and you got your baby dad, got this man pressing you about your cootie cat and what you done did when neither one of them was around. How, Nevaeh? How, Sway? How does that work? But you sat there. So that means any dude that Blueface bring in is going to sit you down and question you. That's the kind of hizzo that you done made yourself, Nevaeh. You know what I'm saying? You know? It's sad. But we going to keep it in check. You better keep a little smile on your face, girl. Because you breaking. I can see you breaking. You ain't want no hug. You ain't want no kiss from that man. He try to hug you. You don't give no energy into it no more. Your face always looking twisted, bent out of shape. Honestly, it's Superior that's giving Nevaeh energy to keep going right now. It's Superior. Superior's giving her that boost to keep going. He's such a lighthearted energy. He'll just liven anything up. He's a very, very joyful little boy. He just likes to play a lot. And I told you, I think he's gotten so smart that when he feels that tension in the air between Nevaeh and Blueface, when he feels it, he starts playing with Blueface to try to get him off of his mama. I'm telling you something. Kids are so smart and resourceful, especially the little boys. The little boys love their mama and they want to protect their mother, even from their own fathers. I'm telling you something. Little boys want to protect their mama. That's why be problems in the house later down the line once the boy grows into a man and now they're both vying for the mother's energy. That's when they begin to clash because they both want the mother's energy. And the boys are willing to go, willing to go out for that. Just the way the men will take the women out for not being with them, the sons will go to war with whoever the mother. They'll go to war with that because they want the mother's energy. They want her as a resource of love. Yep, they want that. But we will be back, y'all, to see how it continues to progress. Blueface ain't gonna stop. He's gonna continue to break them, embarrass them, split their personalities. Basically, keep his foot on all of their necks, every last one of them. Especially Nevaeh. Nevaeh, I'm trying to tell you, boo. I hope you got your numbers in order because he done asked you about the months, them dates, 30,000, 50,000 times. If that baby come out and that ain't Blue's baby, Nevaeh, get prepared. Get prepared because he's going to narcissistically drag you all up and down this internet. I'm telling you, he's not going to get rid of you. He's not going to get rid of you. He is going to drag you. He's going to have fun doing it just like he drags Krishan. Just like he drags Krishan. He's never going to forget what she did concerning that baby because the baby is here. The baby is the evidence. And also, Krishan ain't never going to be able to forget Ronnie Doe. You know why? Because I think the baby itself is the karmic energy for Krishan concerning Ronnie Doe. Now you got to raise little Ronnie Doe. Allegedly, this is what we feel. I still keep saying, show me where Blueface is on the baby. Just because you want it to be Blues, just because he might be the step pappy, just because he might have a contract that he can't opt out of, it still ain't gonna make the baby Blues by DNA. It's not gonna make the baby Blues, and we could see Ronnie Doe all over that baby or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like Ronnie Doe to us. Splitting image, spit that boy out, as they say. Yeah, you're gonna raise Ronnie Doe for the rest of your life, Krishan. You thought you was gonna get away, right? You thought you was just gonna be done with that, move right along, be walking down the street holding hands with Blueface? You got to raise Ronnie Doe. Ronnie Doe is gonna be in y'all face every single day of y'all lives that y'all try to continue this situationship and try to act like y'all not doing what y'all doing. Y'all gotta raise Krishan Jesus, okay? Because he's getting taller, he's getting bigger, all right? And Krishan is still walking around carrying him like he's an infant. Like he just got here 9 months ago, 12 months ago. The Krishan Jesus is going on 3 years old. 3 years old. What did I tell y'all about the shoes? That was from my first live stream when she was putting the Timberland boots on them. I told y'all about them shoes. She's putting those hard shoes on that baby feet. And there's pictures going around the internet right now. The baby feet all bruised up on the back from them shoes. His feet are turned. You know what I'm saying? He has issues going on. I don't know if it's a club foot. I'm not sure what's happening, but he has turned feet and the shoes should not be on. Those shoes are too hard. They're not made. They're not made for that. He can't even walk yet. By his, he's not even doing any walking yet. So what you got them shoes on him for? It's just squeezing his feet, making it tight. Just all to him to look cute. Krishan is out of her mind. I'm telling you, she done lost her mind. I could see it in her eyes. Something snapped in her. She even had to drive off. She's narcissistically injured. And I'm telling you, if she don't hurt Blue, she gonna hurt one of them women. I'm telling you. Stop playing with a nut, Blue. You playing nutty games. Okay? You know that you gotta sleep with one eye open with her. One eye open. He knows it. But he gonna string her along. I wouldn't suggest he keep doing that. I wouldn't suggest it, but we're gonna see what happens. All right, y'all. We're gonna check back in. I love y'all. Peace. Thank y'all so much for coming through, and I will see y'all on the very next one.